kind of. Yo.
We made it.
What up? Yeah, what up? We out here. Wait, I'm gonna set up this. I'm gonna set up the tripod so we can just chill here. When Julie comes out, okay, we're gonna have some things to say to her. And if you may have some suggestions, put it in the chat, yo. Thanks, buddy. Nice and comfortable. I got it. What about shit?
Oh shit. You really are?
Huh?
You're just gonna let it feed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, she should come out. She should come out any moment, right? Yeah.
Well, if she's here, yeah. I mean,
If she's here, she might come out at 6 or something, or she might come out at 7.
I mean,
Does
yes,
she go to the gym in the morning?
well,
Who knows?
she
looks
has
good.
COVID. Remember? So let's see if she
You
comes
believe
out
that
to talk.
shit? Come on, man.
Let's see if she
Yo,
can
you
talk.
believe that shit? I don't believe that
know.
shit. Yo, what's up, yeah? Yo, so first of all, yeah, supposedly Julia Salazar has COVID.
Put it on you so you can talk for a while.
The timing, okay, I'll put it on mute in a second. Yeah, I'll actually just turn it off. But I'm just saying, like, right now, right, maybe it's true, maybe it's not, but COVID's been around for a while, girl. Come on now. It's a little convenient. It's a little convenient time to have COVID, so that's all I'm saying. In the chat, let me know if you think this shit is legit. Yeah, God bless, okay? Either way, look, you know, like, hey, I'm not saying it is or it isn't, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, what does it look like? Yeah, just say what you think. All right, really make something happen, yo. All right.
We're back.
Live from New York City. What's up? We out here. You checking out the morning show here in Bushwick. Yeah, Lewis and Ed here, advocating for public housing residents, living life over here. So, you ever seen that show? There's actually quite a few morning shows. Nah, I know y'all. Fuck The View. There's some other funny shows. There's some ones on YouTube. They're fun. There's a guy with a beard and shit. They're fun to watch. Anyways, yeah, so we're waiting for Julia Salazar to come out of this apartment right here. By the way, we're at 577 Van Buren. Come down and hang out with us, yeah? We had some other actors come by, bring us a little care package of some drinks and shit. That's very rare. Very much appreciated, yeah? Yeah, much love. Holy shit, this shit's still heavy. There's still definite drinks in here.
Yeah, there's still a lot of
So we got waters here, you know what I mean? We're gonna hook you guys up, no problem. We got some sodas here. You know what I mean? Come join us, yeah? So, yo, my man Louis stayed up all night. We're gonna crash through the day, but, we're fucking warriors out here, yeah? What's up? We need direct action, man. So, okay, so let's talk about, you said direct action you think is the key, right? What are some of the most effective direct actions that you know?
The most effective direct actions involve bird dogging, politicians. That's really effective.
You know, I heard this actually. I was very happy to hear it, and I'd like to share this with the audience about how a team about 3 to 5 people actually got the gay marriage bill. Right, this is a lesson right here. Yeah, how did they get that passed?
3 of my friends, led by Alan Bonville and Yana DeBona, they went to Shirley Huntley's office in Queens. Shirley Huntley had voted against marriage equality, I believe, in 2009, and 2 or 3 years later, they were able to help her vote yes.
Yeah.
And what they did was they embarrassed her. They went to her office and they asked her what was her position on equality, and she said, Shirley Huntley herself said she was not a no vote, she was not a yes vote, she was in between. And my friend Yana asked her, how could she be in between on equality? And what happened next was Alan, Yana, and another guy, they went to her office and they unfurled a huge yellow banner that said, Shirley Huntley marched in Selma and she didn't learn a thing, because they were calling her out on her duplicity on equality and anti-discrimination. And they played the Martin Luther King Jr. speech about I have a dream outside her office in really loud speakers. And I think they got their point across. And they filmed all of this, including they filmed their conversation with her from inside of a car on their cell phone. and about 1,000 people watched the video, and it was enough for people to see Shirley Huntley was not being honest about her stance against discrimination and why she couldn't support equality for the LGBT community. And that was pivotal. That was pivotal in beginning to sway the New York State Senate to support marriage equality, which is where it was being blocked. And eventually Andrew Cuomo took credit for it, but there was a lot of grassroots organizers who were doing the hard work. And that was an example of when things began to look better for passage of marriage equality.
Let's look at the relation, right, of that event, which was successful, and much props at it, right? I'm glad to hear, like, small teams getting significant changes done. It's sometimes just someone has to step up and get the work done. So now we have these petitions over here, right? By the way, when she comes out, I'll definitely ask her to sign it. That'll be funny. Yeah. Julie Salazar, you're gonna sign. What does this say over here? Oh, it does not name her Actually, it just says to demand that Greg Russ be removed, ask to stand in opposition to Blueprint for Change, and demand that homes, rights, and tenants remain regulated under Section 9. So supporting Section 9 and rejecting transfer of homes to Section 8, which is already underway right now.
Correct. Now,
a lot of cats over here that may be watching, they hear Section 8, and a lot of them understand this to be a good thing. But it's actually a trap. You want to tell them about it?
Sure. It's a trap on several fronts. The first one being rent. For people who live in Section 9 apartments, that's straight up public housing. The law says that you cannot pay more than 30% of your income toward your rent.
This particularly protects the people with disabilities?
Correct.
I mean, people who are maybe veterans who can't work, things like that, yeah.
Yes, a lot of senior citizens who live on fixed incomes, this is also very important for them because rent is the number one cost of cost of living in New York City is the rent. That our whole lives revolve around how do we pay our rent. So under Section 8, however, the New York City website says that NYCHA can collect up to 40% of people's income in rent. And that could be devastating for people, especially like senior citizens who live on fixed incomes, their retirement incomes, people who live on Social Security. If they have to buy monthly prescriptions for their medication, losing their income to rent might be a difficult choice for them to buy their medication, or even food. The way food costs are so astronomical now with inflation. So the number one worry about, converting people from Section 9 to Section 8 is the rent going to go up? And the government can't make the promise that it won't go up. NYCHA, the mayor, and Greg Russ, they keep saying that nothing's going to change, but that's not what the law says. So unless they change the law, there's no guarantee to it. Also, by putting everybody onto Section 8, which is what their goal is, we become much more dependent on Congress funding Section 8 vouchers every year. And because we believe that the Democrats are going to lose control of Congress in the midterms, our fate rests now in the hands of the Republicans who will come into power next year. They decide what the budget will be. Budget may not provide.
Hey, check it out. You know about Julia Salazar, what's going on with public housing? Yeah? This is some real issue right here. We're talking passive guys, yeah? I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
So, the funding for Section 8 may not exist, or it may not exist at the level that the mayor and Greg Russ and NYCHA are claiming will exist. So
basically it puts it on this very precipice where it's ready to get cut at any time. Right, and it's really less protected for the tenants.
Correct. Yeah. And on the issue of less protections, the number one besides
it's a setup.
It's a setup, and besides the fact that we believe that privatization is a primary motive, the other motive that NYCHA, the mayor, and Greg Russ have is they want to absolve themselves of any responsibility for public housing. And one way they get to do that is by putting public housing into a brand new state agency. And that's going to have a different set of leadership. And this way the city can say it's not our problem anymore, it belongs to this new state agency. This is a bad deal because NYCHA has never wanted to have oversight.
Okay, so I want to ask you about this because I've been telling tenants to do this, right? And I've been saying resist signing your lease. I say it's a way that they're trying to show that you're admitting that they own the property. How do you feel about that?
We have given people that advice.
Why should they sign the lease, honestly, right?
So people already have a lease when they moved in. NYCHA doesn't renegotiate the lease, they just negotiate extensions.
Why do they even need a fucking lease? Like, if that just says move out, you can just say fuck you, you know what I mean? Like, this public apartment, who are they to tell you to move out anyways?
Right, so one of the issues that all of this creates is that whether it's a RAD or PAC Section 8 conversion or the Preservation Trust Section 8 conversion, NYCHA is transferring the real property to another landlord, another legal entity.
Yeah. And so, how did they sell that shit? Like, you're the public. Did you okay that sale? How they sell it? What, they sell that shit? Like, why would you sign a lease? Who are these guys? What the fuck is this shit? Like, you gotta do it. Oh, yeah? What?
Right.
It just doesn't make sense.
Right. And this raises
Who sold that shit?
Right, and this raises a very important point because
I got a bridge to sell, motherfuckers.
Right.
I'm sorry, I got a bridge to sell though.
Correct. I mean, a lot of it sounds fishy, and the reason it sounds fishy is because it is fishy. The last few members of Fight for NYCHA, we filed a lawsuit in state court asking a court to deem all of this unlawful because under existing state law, these kinds of plans that would change the future of NYCHA need to be put through the ULURP process, and they never were. Nevertheless, the mayor keeps doing this over and over again, and they're not going through the ULURP process. So
everybody knows that Adam's taking the developer money.
Right. So
public housing. Now, honestly, I've heard some things from Adam that make me hopeful, but the people gotta jump up and make it happen too. If y'all don't stand up, right? Yeah. And you only let the industry do whatever they want, you're gonna get what you deserve. Yeah, we out here because we've been working on this issue for a long time and we need some fucking help. They're not talking about us, both of us, first in the nation that forced the vote. We're doing real fucking legendary shit out here. And it's not just about us. I'm gonna tell you that one thing that I really support, sorry, I'll let you speak in a moment, but one thing that we really out here for, and one thing that I want you to make sure that you really fucking pay attention to, because a lot of cats that's not gonna say it around this movement, they're gonna say, oh, this person's cool, that person's not cool, blah, whatever, man. Things change. Someone not cool might be cool today, someone not cool, someone cool today might be not cool tomorrow. What you must make sure of is that, it says over here, that offer tenants a genuine seat at the table and the public a genuine seat at the table when it's time to make decisions, okay? Anything else is bunk bullshit, yeah? No matter what I say, right? Always make sure that you have control of what's going on, and fuck the saviors. Don't, a lot of people are gonna try to sell you some savior plan, okay? Save yourself and get involved, and don't just count on someone. That's the problem with the casuals, man. They don't care. As long as they got something that sounded like progress, they stop working on the shit. No.
Right, and I'm glad that you said that, because the reason why we're outside of Julia Salazar's apartment, and I'll put a little asterisk next to that, is precisely because the DSA is going along with this. They're going along with the sellout of public housing in New York City. How could this be happening? There's
some conflict because they actually had an emergency meeting because they might, right? Yeah, because so there's some conflict with the leadership, with the chummy, celebrity, top-notch people all hooking up, with the little fucking private shit, trying to throw the meeting, and they shut off the chat. People asking questions, not everybody. Some people these days like, what is this shit? You know what I mean? They talking about removing it. They had to have an emergency meeting because of the outcry. But the leadership is like, nah, we can manage this.
Right, and so it's funny because we're catching the DSA in a very duplicitous situation where it appears that they're supporting the sellout of public housing, and this is this is in contravention of their approach to socialism, which is property is owned by a society and not individually, and that perfectly describes NYCHA, but not as a preservation trust, not as a rad pack conversion.
I want to shout out something that one of my Native American friends said. I know you have some Native American background right there. Yo, God put this land on the earth right there. Who are you to say that this God, that the earth that God put down here belongs to you and not me? Who said that? Who put that line on the ground right there? You did, not God. So don't. I have every right to be on this earth as you. Whatever, man. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So the DSA is being duplicitous. So when I said we're outside of Julia Salazar's apartment, it's because we're protesting and demanding that she vote no on the preservation trust. And what DJ Elf was alluding to is that somehow the DSA, instead of supporting NYCHA and the full funding of NYCHA, they're trying to manage the appearance of what's going to happen in order for them to get the bill put through, which would be a bad deal. And
what were the dumbass excuses?
Right. Well, last night Ramona was here, and she was saying that all the DSA cared about was how to make this happen and not lose membership. She believed that was their number one concern.
Wow.
How could it be? But you know what? That's how they come across. That's how they come across. And they owe us an explanation. They not only owe us an explanation, they owe the 600,000 people who live in NYCHA an explanation, and they owe all the taxpayers in New York City who fund NYCHA.
Yo, if you're with DSA and if you like what they say but not what they do, come rock with us, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna say all DSA bad, but the leadership needs to be reviewed because there's some weird ass shit going on.
Right. And as DJ L said, as a result of all this attention that we're focusing on the DSA and on Julia Salazar, they had an emergency meeting last night on Memorial Day Monday. Memorial Day Monday, when everybody else is off, they were in damage control.
Emergency alert.
Right, emergency.
Why? Because their image.
Right, their image. They're the Democratic Socialists of America, but they didn't have a Democratic Zoom meeting because they shut off the chat, so nobody could speak out of turn. It was completely a controlled Zoom meeting. We heard a lot of it out here because it was being played on Ramona's phone. The DSA during that meeting claimed that they cared about hearing from NYCHA residents. They wanted to know what NYCHA residents felt about the Preservation Trust. The NYCHA residents who spoke, who were lucky enough to speak at last night's DSA Zoom meeting, were ignored. Everything they said was ignored. At the same time, the DSA said they wanted to hear from NYCHA residents, and when the NYCHA residents spoke, they completely ignored it.
And we put it to 577 in the
yeah. So
in the thing. Yeah, so people can know where we at. Hold up, I'm gonna move it so it gets both of us and the
okay.
577.
Sure, no worries. So let me
advertise.
Let me move. So
no, it's cool. We're doing great, man. Shit.
Here you go.
Yo, you gotta meet my co-host Lisa from LA. You know,
okay,
she's cool as shit.
When the time comes.
Okay, we'll do this. Okay.
Careful that it doesn't.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's some good shit right here. Okay, I get some vocal sheet.
You're gonna have to
top channel. You know what the fuck this is. Okay, I'm still live streaming though. Okay, I gotta pull this out over here. Okay.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, I'll move over here.
No, it's good. I got it. Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you want me to?
I'll figure it out.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. 577.
Right. So we're waiting to see if Julia Salazar comes out. Now, there's two. Remember, I said there was an asterisk to the fact that we're outside of her apartment. We found out last night that one of her neighbors down the block here said that he hasn't seen her here in 2 years after the last election, and he had heard that she had wanted to move to Manhattan. We don't know if that's true. I'm telling you the truth. This is what her neighbor told us. I said, how could that be? She represents Brooklyn. He says he hadn't seen her here in a while.
I'm gonna have an automatic light. Yeah.
Right.
So, you just rat just went by.
Yeah, I know.
Besides the cats out here. New City, baby.
So we don't know if she's keeping this apartment in order just to qualify to represent this district. Is this a ghost apartment? We don't know. Also,
we're about to find out.
We're about to find out. Right.
Julia. I'm sorry.
And secondly, I just want to mention, and then I'll shut up, is um, we heard that Julia Salazar claims she has COVID. We don't know if she's going to come out, but if she does, then maybe she doesn't have COVID. So we're going to find out, the truth about that or not.
Yeah, so look, Section 8, just so you know, is actually a new form of apartheid. Let me tell you about this dirty business, okay? They call it affordable housing, and they got affordable housing all over this city, not just in the Bronx. What's up, brother? They got affordable housing in Lower East Side, Battery Park City, Chelsea, all them nice areas, yeah? Now, the fact of the matter is when people come out of prison and shit like that, upstate in a place called Newburgh, remember the affordable housing got federal money, and they need to fill that. They can't just build affordable housing with federal money and not put someone in there. So they gotta fill it, so they get people from the prison complex. And look, I'm sympathetic to people coming out of prison. Some of them really want to fix it, some of them don't. Let's be real. But, right, these people want to really make it. They go into a crack-infested Newburgh, right? Yeah, with no money, no jobs. There's no chance. You know what I mean? And that's also a burden on that community, which doesn't have resources to really help themselves even. Crack epidemics going on, no jobs, like I said before, right? So you can see that in the affordable housing in Battery Park, Soho, you got to make like $80, $90, sometimes $78,000, right? Yeah, just to live there. Is that affordable? Yo, it's ridiculous. That's not, affordable for middle class, like not even like, these people are living good, man. It's ridiculous, yeah? So, you can see that, and nobody from the prisons goes there, okay? So it's a new form of apartheid. It's community planning. Some people live here on racial lines, which they, if you go look at the metrics, okay? And some people live, the desirables are in one community, the undesirables go into another community. By the way, my man Lewis let's talk some crap about Amazon and the union and stuff like that, okay? Now look, I'm for the union stuff, but not all unions end up doing good stuff. They haven't proven anything yet, yeah? Now a lot of public housing, converting to Section 8, they're building Amazon warehouses right next door. This may be an attempt to greenlight Amazon, right? Yeah, you guys gotta look at what's going on. They're building the factories, the warehouses right by the Section 8 housing because they want the people to cycle in and out. Or like public housing things. This is plans, okay? And they want the people to work these jobs where there's work based in sweatshop-like conditions, and they're giving them a meditation room. It's insulting, yeah? And is that the future for you if you're in public housing, where they're going to move you up to Newburgh to live with the criminals and stuff, right? To make the people who live here, their life more convenient, and they got rich off the property that exploded in value when that property was meant for you, right? Yeah? If the property's going, you're the public, right? How are they selling it without your permission or knowledge? It just doesn't make any sense. Julie, what are you doing?
So, there's a lot of big questions here, and one of the things that was also said at last night's DSA Zoom meeting was somebody said there's a lot of issues that we need to sort out in the DSA in terms of their internal dynamics over this subject. That the subject of NYCHA was raising all these questions about how the group had to answer about its outreach, its representation of NYCHA residents in its Zoom meetings, and how it formulated its policy, and it would take time to do all that.
So wait, quick question, yeah? So the thing is that, are you saying that like Julia Salazar and maybe DSA top brass put this up together, or do you think that she just put this up on her own?
I don't know. That's a very good question, but they knew that there were all these serious questions coming up yesterday during the Zoom meeting. However, all these questions they were only being acknowledged yesterday, and the vote for the Preservation Trust may happen as early as today. They ended that Zoom without getting to the answers to these serious questions.
Chat,
why did they wait so long?
Yeah, chat, let me know what you think. Do you think DSA top brass is involved or not? This is just speculation, but we could talk about whatever we want. So, right, yeah, like honestly, it's looking funny.
Yes,
But
it
the way
is.
they're covering up for it. So, and they said that they want to see how they could make the members accept it. So they're trying to sell it. One of the things that one group that I've been screaming a lot yet is Jews for Racial Economic Justice. Now I see that Julie Salazar actually she's not even Jewish, is she? Salazar,
I
what
don't.
is that?
I don't know if she's Sephardic Jewish, but she could be. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
And even if we went by what she said, I don't know how true that could be, right? So we don't.
I could see it happening for legit reasons, right? And I could give a reason on my own, right? I see, but I want to know more about that, right? Like I could also see reasons to pick Jay Fredge because of their connections, right? Versus right choosing a group that maybe she was closer to, right? Maybe she just joined them for connections. I don't know, but
Okay.
Jay Fredge people is going real far in this, and it's a little weird. I like Jay. I used to like Jay Fredge, but they're not really that accessible like they used to be. I knew them like 20 years ago. I think Sarah Epstein was working there or something. I knew someone. I did a wedding party for some of them. Yeah, I was the DJ for a party. Yeah, so that was cool.
So
We haven't talked for a while.
right, and and besides, and that's a very good question. Did the DCA top brass are they in on this too? That's a really good question. Or did Julia just do this on her own? The other good question is, if the DSA is so worried about their reputation, this is a really hard-hitting question. Is Julia Salazar willing to let the DSA's reputation get tarnished with her sellout of night?
I heard they were thinking about pulling her endorsement.
Well,
What
right.
about that?
Right.
Was that mentioned at all?
Well, there was talk last night that they would orphan the bill, meaning the DSA would not support Julia if she decided to vote for.
So what happened?
For
It
the
sounds
bill.
like that kind of got shut down or something.
We don't know. I didn't hear. I got distracted, so I don't know the outcome of that. But it could be. It could mean that they would orphan the bill and/or consider maybe not endorsing Julia. But I find it hard. I mean, I think they've already endorsed her. The issue is, would they do canvassing for her? And I don't know. I don't know what the DSA is deciding.
Yo, if they made Salazar have to do her own work and petition and shit, that would be. But they won't do that.
Of course not, because remember, all of this comes back to access and power. We believe all of this is about access and power.
He's right. Yeah, he's right.
Would Julia give it up? No. Would the DSA give it up? No. So, I know all of this sounds circular, but that's how you get to the truth. The alternatives are so improbable that the truth is actually the simple explanation.
I was just looking to see if we had viewers. Not yet. Yeah, we're a little early.
I don't know
I think
yet.
people will tune in eventually.
Yeah.
We're the first thing on in the morning.
Yeah,
People
well,
will wake up and tune in.
Yeah. If you give me the link, I'll post it on Twitter.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube. Just go to YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube 7 and
Okay.
live stream that you can share. Yeah.
So let me look for that now.
Yeah. If you're watching eventually, yeah, like, share, subscribe. Yo, so who else is in this camp of the Salazar people? Like, was she actually close to the cops? She's like on the cop committee or something, right? What's up with that?
I don't know, but it's funny. We're out here being very peaceful. We're only here to educate people, handing out flyers, asking people to sign petitions. This is as lame and tame as you can get in New York City. We're out here as, being good little activists. Yet they had to call the police on us. And so, why is she so afraid? All we have are questions. But when it comes down to questioning public officials, they feel threatened. We're not here to make any threats. We're just here to ask questions. And, all this self-defense mechanism, it gives the appearance of guilt. It gives the appearance of, she's got something to hide. Why can't she speak openly and publicly? Why couldn't the DSA meeting be held openly and publicly for everybody to participate? If it weren't for someone speaking at it last night, I wouldn't have known. We wouldn't have known what was going on. All of this is being done in secret.
I'll tell you why, like, my experience, what I see, yeah. A lot of these pretty faces from backgrounds with not really like coming up as street activists, okay, but just a pretty face who was made by the organization, right? Yeah. Okay. Sometimes they're not prepared for shit, and they need to be coached, or they need to be told what their positions are, right? It's dangerous for them to just go freestyle.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Like if they actually said their idea, you know what I mean? Like, oh, with that nitrate thing. Oh, sorry, Julia. The money's coming in from developers, and we need to shut the fuck up, Julia. Okay, there's too much money for us. We need to shut the fuck up. So Julia, nah, you gotta take that back. So she knows.
Right.
Can't say shit without checking with my. And that's how you get made in. Let's be real about how you get made in this business. Okay, you a politician, right? Yeah. That's why people come up slowly through these ranks, because they want to watch you for a long time and know that you're dependable to do what they tell you, and otherwise they never put you up for nothing. So they test it out now. You're gonna play ball. Or we gotta say fuck. So you gotta give these politicians some help too. Not like I'm all for the cowardice and shit, but if there's pressure on the other side, they have a chance. But if you don't help them, and this pressure is actually helping them if they want to do the right thing. Seriously, it's helping them to do the right thing.
Right. And besides the fact that the elected officials like Julia Salazar don't have enough accountability for her to feel like she owes the public an explanation for what she's doing.
It's insulting.
Right, it's insulting. But how about to the 600,000 people living in NYCHA? She's like, thumbing her. She's giving them, she's cursing them. She's basically saying you don't even matter. Besides the fact that Julia doesn't think she owes an explanation, how about the DSA? They take part in our elections. They're big enough that they can sway some elections.
Yo, I think the media might pick this up, but the media love talking about ANC. They love talking about the pretty ones.
Right,
so
correct.
That's a liability too, bro. You messed up.
Correct,
You messed up.
Right. The DSA feels like they don't even owe us an explanation. They can sway our elections.
You're gonna get one. You're gonna see.
They can sway our elections, but we don't get any explanation.
Try stopping me, motherfuckers.
Right. Come on. How is that reasonable? I mean,
It's not.
It's not. And they have Democratic in their name, and they're not being Democratic. What are they taking after the Democratic Party now? Come on, what's going on?
They are. Yo, I dealt with Democrats for a long time. This is their whole this is their playbook. You know what I think it might be? The corporate consultants got control.
Yeah.
They got into their heads.
Yes, of course.
With their data
yes.
and their advantages and their money.
Yes, I agree. I mean,
Hey, what's up? Julia Salazar, actually, she's selling out people in public housing, and there's going to be a lot more protests unless she gets this fixed up, yeah? Check it out. God bless, all right? Thank you. But enjoy the day. It's a beautiful day, for real.
Yeah, so, sorry, I'm looking down. I'm just trying to tweet something, but,
This is a beautiful neighborhood.
Yeah. We've gotten a lot of support. Nobody I think we've only encountered one person who was a little bit curt with us, but other than that, nobody was disagreeable to anything that we said. And a lot of people found agreement around how Julia Salazar is not even doing a good job representing this block, much less this district. So, if it weren't for the DSA's backing, I would think that Julia Salazar might be in trouble in this district. What do you think?
I agree, but they want a pretty face that's going to do what they say, and they want access to the power. Do what you said earlier. So they're just playing. If it's not Julia Salazar, they want replaceable folks, so they will replace her if they feel like she comes to liability. So
yeah,
that's always in the cards. Yeah, it's always in the cards. I know, but it seems like they invested. Maybe they're personal friends or some shit.
I don't know. It could be
real funky. Yeah,
right.
They're taking this. This is okay. Just so you know, DSA. I hope you're fucking watching. Okay. I don't know if you heard the name Ali Alexander. Okay, she did an investigation into fucking Chicago DSA. I hope you guys know about Truth Be True on the door, by the way. But the investigation to Chicago DSA. And the people in LA that we talking to too. Okay, we're doing a national fucking thing on this fucking a national panel discussion with candidates across the country on public housing. Yeah, and yo, Julie Salazar, you just became the poster child for selling out public housing in this country. Okay, you know that New York City is the largest. Yo, good job, Julia. You know what I mean? You know, I'm saying this is real. Yeah, yo, this is the largest public housing project in the nation, and you put your name. She put the bill up. What was the dumb excuse? Because then she could make amendments to it. Why don't you just put up a good bill then? What is this trash?
Right.
It doesn't even make sense. They just saying stupid shit. Like it's insulting. Yo, say that to my face. Say that to my fucking face.
Right. Right. That was one of the things that came out last night, and we found it incredible. It was like beyond insulting.
Yo, it's ridiculous.
Right. When Julia Salazar was asked to explain why did she become the sponsor for the privatization bill, the preservation trust, she said it was because the leader asked her to be the sponsor, and
yes.
Right. Like she's a robot. She does what she's told.
Touch your toes 10 times.
Right, correct. Or hop on a 1 foot and bark like a dog. Come on, we've seen that in a movie. The thing about it is, the whole reason for being for the DSA wing was they were supposed to put pressure on the Democratic Party, not the other way around. Right, not the other way around. So why is she answering to the establishment? Why is she doing what the establishment tells her? And then she tried to justify it by saying she could make the bill better by putting in amendments. Well, there is no amendment that could save the Preservation Trust. It's going to try to put everybody into Section 8 eventually. This is not a good deal.
Just so you know, actually the Preservation Trust, right, the NYCHA has actually been the worst landlord in New York City for a long time.
For a very long time.
The worst.
Right. And it's been by design. They're trying to run it into the ground until it can be closed up. That's what they want to achieve. And that's what Julia Salazar is trying to help them with. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's a betrayal of...
So people have heard that, right? Some of the people that I'm talking to, hopefully get Miami involved as well. But so I hope my boy from Tenderlungs helped me get Seattle Public Housing involved. But he says a lot of people have already sold. So what are we going to do about that?
I don't know. It depends on... We're talking about public housing right now, but the message should be appealing to people who want to believe in creating a government agenda that's based on social and economic justice. If you believe that the government should have an agenda that furthers economic justice, this is an issue that should be important to you.
Let me tell you some other wild shit. Like, this is just shit that's going on right now, okay? So, let's say that you have, you're living in housing, like any housing, right? Yeah? Maybe renting, maybe not. Yeah. Do they pay rent, by the way? Okay? Guess what? The parking lots are being rented out to doctors and shit at the local hospital and shit. You know about that? This is happening left and right, yeah? Yo, doctors, thanks a lot, assholes. What the fuck? You can't fucking pay for rent in fucking normal fucking parking garage, you fucking piece of shit. So you gotta fucking take it from the poor people. Yo, if you take a look at being a doctor, which I was in medical school not too long ago, look it up, yeah? Poverty has a real effect on health outcomes. It's undeniable, yeah? But they taking the money hand over fist and they're not really advocating against poverty. That's fucked up, Doc.
Right. So there's if we want a comprehensive solution to all the problems we're facing, we gotta begin to tackle the problems one by one. But at the same time, we should be working in solidarity with each other as we work through these problems.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, but I want to get to the point. So
yes,
when I talk about them renting out those parking lots, right? Shouldn't that actually offset the cost of maybe the rent of the people's homes or something, or right? Like, how are the people getting any benefit? Yo, Green NYCHA, okay? They're trying to sell that. They put the solar panels on the rooftops. Do the residents get any free electricity, or are the developers getting kickbacks? Like, what is this shit?
Right. So the way the tax code works, I believe the property owner gets the tax credits.
I heard doors opening and shit. I got excited. Julie, what's up with DSA?
Yeah.
Are you still part of it? Did they
Did they throw her out?
Did they throw you out?
What is it that you
What
said?
should we ask her?
Are they gonna revoke her membership? I don't know. You know.
I'm gonna ask her to sign this petition. Excuse me, Julia. Just a moment.
So.
Yeah, she might turn into the biggest cheerleader for this shit. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see.
But honestly, right, you can't trust the casuals out here. Once again, the message is, right, if you're in public housing, you have to get involved yourself. Yeah, don't trust me, this guy, right? Even though we're good people, get involved yourself. There's no one gonna fix this shit with you. Yeah. What's up, brother? Check it out. Yeah, we're here protesting for Salazar.
Yeah.
Get some information, yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
God bless. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, no doubt, brother. Enjoy your day. It's a beautiful day. Yo, I'm fucking so psyched. Yo, you don't even know, man, how psyched I am to be hanging out with you, man.
Well, we made it. I mean, I can't believe.
Reunion, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
How was that? Years ago? Was that over a year ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago? Oh, yo, I'm not good with
A
dates.
year and a half ago, yeah.
Yo, I
almost
meet
2
some
years.
motherfuckers that are like, yo, that should have happened in 1984. I'm like, how the fuck do you remember that shit happened that specific year, you motherfucker?
Right.
Who remembers that shit? Yo, that movie fucking Back to the Future, that was 1987. Like, I don't fucking, was it the 80s?
Yes, it was.
Was it 19? I don't even know what year.
80s.
Motherfucker. I don't even know what year. Maybe that's how they.
No, I think I might have been in 7 or 8, maybe. I don't know.
I'm a tutor, okay? I know I seem all wild and crazy, but the kids love me, okay? If you want, so like, you know, you see like I'm actually seeking for the information here, right? You're trying to find like another pathway to it, so always looking, yeah? I'm a positive role model. I'm sorry, okay, whatever. Fuck that, whatever, alright. Julie, what's up, baby?
Yeah,
Listen, we're children who also demand things from politicians. Hey, if you want a real activist, you know what I mean? Do this shit. I'm sorry.
So-
Okay, go ahead.
it's okay. So it's now almost 6:15, and we've been here all
I
night.
think she can come out at 8. She might come out at fucking for the gym though, because I go to the gym early. Julie Salazar looks like she's in good shape. What's up, girl? Pops you on working out and shit. Maybe she works out. I don't know.
Excuse me. So
I don't
let's
think
see.
she's here. You guys saw light early, but that could be like an automatic light.
Right. So there was a light on the
Yeah.
top floor.
But you never
We
saw
think-
any shadows?
No,
No.
but we don't know. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah,
She
that's
could
an
be.
automatic light. We'll
Yeah.
see, yeah.
And we don't know. You know, maybe she's subletting her own apartment. I have no idea. So, but we did what we said, which was we stayed out here all night.
Let's check Airbnb. Maybe she's Airbnb-ing it. That would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Dead serious, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have Airbnb?
No,
Can we look it up?
no, I don't.
No? I might have it.
So anyway, so let's
Yo, look up, if you're in Washington, check Airbnb and see if 577 Van Buren, see if there's a property. 3rd floor.
So, what I do know is, oh my God,
That's cool, man.
chemtrails.
Wow. I just like things like that.
So we do know that a lot of people yesterday saw the two sides coming out of the DSA, and that's why they had that meeting. They're definitely in damage.
This is a national embarrassment.
Yeah, it is a national embarrassment.
Why would Julia put the bill up? That's fucking so. Couldn't they find some establishment Democrats do this? Like,
I think it's a test. The Democrats are testing her. Can she be a good Democrat? And she wants to pass that test.
yeah.
Isn't that what this
Are
is?
you a team player?
Yeah, are you a team player, right? We've heard this before.
You gonna take this one for the team?
I mean, it sounds sick, but this is how they actually talk. This is actually how they talk. So,
It's about establishing dominance and shit.
right.
Yeah.
And don't forget, you know, Julia Salazar and Cia Weaver were trying to negotiate to get good cause passed this year, and they were willing to trade an extension of 421A to get it. And the question that has to be asked is, were they willing to throw in NYCHA to get good cause out of Rebney? And someone said on
What is
Twitter,
good cause?
good cause is like would be it would supposedly it's being described as greater rent laws for tenants by making it more difficult for landlords to evict people. They would need a good cause for an eviction. And so other people are saying that it would also open up the door for landlords to bring back the MCIs, which are rent increases based on capital improvements.
Yeah.
And that would also be a bad thing.
This rent increase shit is so dumb. You know, honestly, if you don't have fucking your wage going up by fucking 5, if they're gonna have a mandatory fucking rent increase, they should have a. It's not mandatory, but if it's. Would your rent go up every year? They do that shit. Who doesn't? Right? Every landlord pumps that shit every year.
Right, every landlord does it. But for the people who have rent-regulated apartments, the Rent Guideline Board does that, and that's controlled by Mayor Adams. And this year he let them do whatever they wanted.
But the definition of rent control is very loose.
Basically, yes.
It's extremely loose.
Basically, yes.
It's hard to like, unless the landlord like says, okay, I'll rent control. Like, they could basically just say no, it's not.
Well,
That's
I mean,
that's how I feel it is.
well, rent control is one thing, rent regulation is another. But overall, yes, the predicament, our predicament with rent is very tenuous because a lot of people are subject to rent increases.
Oh, here's a little note for y'all. Yeah. Okay. New York City has kind of a luxury apartment rule, right? Where it's over 2,100, something like that, right? Yeah. And rent was the magic number. So all the fucking Section 8 shit like that, they're all fighting to get to that magic number because it's luxury and it goes off of rent control. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Yeah.
they supposedly did away with that. That's called rent
they got rid of that?
deregulation. But
Oh, shit,
but
okay.
we don't know what Rebney's going to ask from Julia in order to give her good cause. Some of these protections may be rolled back. We don't know what they're doing. There's no transparency about it. And we're willing to throw people under the bus. That's not very, that doesn't inspire a lot of confidence.
I don't know how much you know about this. I used to be in the real estate industry just a little bit. So like, but I'm not sure about like some of the things going on here, but let's take a look at So the thing is that the real estate brokers, the way it used to work is that they would have all these fucking sales agents and they have to pay the sales agent. To this day, go to any real estate office, they're hiring agents because they don't have to take the risk, right, of paying that person. They get 100% commission. If you don't make anything, then fuck you, you get nothing. So really that person's also taking a huge risk. But they actually changed some of this stuff. Like they also used to have something called like buyer pays for the commission, right? But now the person is I think they got rid of commissions and stuff that like charged to the renters and were double dipping in other problems. But so it seems like the real estate in some ways lost some juice as the ability to really like take advantage of the workers and stuff. But they're still like very overpowering in this real estate control business.
Right.
Maybe it's because the politicians are part of it, right? They're also getting the properties for themselves.
I mean, yes. I mean that's always been a problem. I mean, and we don't know if if a politician getting a nice apartment is like something they can afford and earn, or was this a give back? Like there's not a lot of transparency about how these people are able to afford to live where they are. For example, for 50 years, Dick Gottfried has worked in the New York State Assembly, earning a New York State Assembly salary. Somehow he can afford to live on Central Park West. How the fuck did that happen? How the fuck did that happen?
If you go to Schumer's tax return that he posted online, he makes more money doing other shit than actually being a senator, of the majority senator of the United States. Being a senator, honestly, is a side hustle. Straight up, you can see it on his tax return. He posted it on his fucking site.
So how are we supposed to have confidence in our leaders if,
You're not. You're supposed to give up. Fuck that, right?
So these were some of the things we spoke about last night as we spent the night out there.
Hell yeah. Helicopter. What up? Jubilee come out. So anybody coming by from yesterday? Are they coming back in?
I don't know.
Are there any other future events that they talked about? There's other people on that list.
Yeah, they are. Somebody said that there's. AM said there was another event coming up, but I forget what it was.
AM. What up, AM?
Yeah, shout out to AM.
I hope you're watching, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
AM's my boy, but I just don't understand the thing. I'm not hating, but I just don't understand anything he's saying. That's my boy, though. He showed up with a bunch of stuff. I think he really cares about this shit for you. So.
Yeah. So we're still waiting to see if Julia Salazar comes out.
577 Van Buren.
Right. And it's funny, we've been out here tweeting, live streaming everything all night long, and not one response have we gotten from the DSA.
We're like the DSA's worst nightmare.
They won't even, they won't even answer this. Right. They won't even answer our criticism. They think that they can ignore it. I don't care if they ignore us, but is their attitude going to be they're going to ignore the 600,000 people in NYCHA? I mean...
Yo, we had a team yesterday running through, how many people was we? 5, 6, 7?
Maybe, yeah.
They even had a fucking press person.
Yeah, we had
that was
the
cool.
media here, yeah.
Was that Channel 12 or something?
Yeah, Bronx 12.
Oh,
or News 12, yeah, News 12.
And I heard AM New York story the other day.
It could be, yeah. I mean,
I'm
I don't
actually
know.
a little bit like, I'm happy for the press, but it's weird to me. I've been doing this for years. You've been doing this for decades. Like, when did the press come out with this?
I don't know. I mean, I think they realize that there's an interest in what's happening.
Yeah, they have a chance to break a story. I mean, this is technically if it can pop off. Let's fucking look, right? What do they have to lose, right? Nobody else covering it. Like, take a chance, fucking why not?
Right.
All right. Yo, I heard Spanish-speaking stations will cover more shit. You ever hit them up?
Yeah.
But then I see people on National Action Network, like, looking real schmoozy with the cannons and shit. So I feel like, yeah. But I talked to some residents about it. They're like, yo, put on Spanish, you don't cover anything.
Well, we've tried. I mean, I think Univision has covered some of the work that we did at Fulton houses. They reported about the tenants who were worried about Rad Pack. So
Harlem River, they sold that shit.
Yeah, it's been sold out under Rad and Pack.
Is it too late? Can they reverse the sale?
No, unfortunately not. It's one of my biggest complaints about the government. Whenever the government says that someone's been charged with racketeering for drug dealing, they take away the house that they claim was bought with drug money. They take away the yacht. They take away the cigarette
Hey, check it out. We're here protesting Julia Salazar, yeah? She's actually in a state assembly meeting, yeah? Check it out. We got some information right here.
The government takes back, the yacht and the mansion bought with drug money, but they don't take back real estate that was negotiated corruptly. How come? How come?
No idea, man.
Huh?
You said she did the corruption.
Yeah, corruption.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of stuff here that needs to be addressed.
Got a notification.
Okay, well.
Yo, come hang out with us. I could put some music on.
I don't know, we'll see.
Oh shit, yo, what kind of ink did you get? Is that India ink?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I still got some more myself. Yeah, it'll wash off. Oh yeah, I saw you. Yeah, I know.
I should sit #1 street activist.
I know.
Yeah. #1 street activist. That's what my shit says. Yeah.
Mine's gonna be the second
Like
most
this
hated
thing.
person in New York
The
City.
second most. Come on, man.
Yeah, the second.
That's your tagline. Oh man. Yo. How could you second best? Come on, man. You gotta work harder. What are you doing?
I
man?
know. I
What are you
gotta
doing?
work.
Yeah. You ever heard second place is first loser? You ever heard that before? That's,
No.
Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to say, but
Yeah.
that's the hip hop. Well, hip hop people always dissing each other, so you always gotta look for the different insults they could throw at one another. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like a catalog. You like saving them up. You know what I mean? Like your mama jokes and shit. Like you gotta have something like that. Shit's old. I don't got your mama jokes anymore. But it used to be. You remember that? It used to be a thing. Like
Yes,
you
I
had to have
remember.
some. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I do remember.
It has some of
yes.
your mama jokes.
Yeah. Yes, I do. So,
Just hanging out, waiting for Julia. Yo, there should be people in public housing here.
yeah.
Weasley. I'm an activist for over 25 years now. I worked on shit during the Obama era. I'm not gonna see my work thrown in the trash. Yo, this city bike thing, they charging so much money for the maintenance. It's crazy. Millions of dollars and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, is it another money pit? I mean, I don't know. Who's making money off of this?
I don't know. Some contractors. Oh, let's talk about contractors. I actually have insider information on the lead industry and just contractors in general and shit. Okay. You have a question about contractors? Let me answer.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's a perception that there's a lot of bad contractors in Nigel. Is that true, do you think?
Okay. Let's take a look, right? Yeah. And I'm sorry to say this is the truth everywhere. Okay. Some motherfuckers, they think the government's paying for it, and then they think it's free money. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah? Okay. Also, the thing is that, okay, now Nitro, okay, they were actually, just so you know, the lead thing, they falsified thousands of documents.
Right, I know. I remember, yeah.
So the thing is that there's really, the magic words that my man said earlier, right? The inability for them to hold anyone accountable. This is really a really super recurring problem, okay? Yo, you want to hear some other? Okay, so okay, let me just keep telling you about the Nitro shit. So, what about the contractors? What were your questions?
I mean, do you think they're being overpaid, or where's all this money coming from? And how many are there? You were telling me about how many contractors do the lead work.
Okay, so here's some nasty shit. Okay, so the thing is that NYCHA is guilty in some ways, but in some ways it's also the workers too. So, for example, right, they give NYCHA workers now this phone, yeah, and then the person got a sign at the end, and people was pretending. Okay, so one thing that inspectors did was they had like the paint and shit, right? They're supposed to take a paint chip sample, and then they would break it up and put it into 10 different bags, pretend like they went to all the apartments and they didn't. So now they have these location trackers that show them where they are. So sometimes people in the wrong, in the wrong state, like someone was in New Jersey playing apartments in Brooklyn. But then remember that there's still like people who are these agents, right, who've doing the shit before, and they can't clean the system out of all of them. And so they're still playing games. Right? Yeah. Why can't I bring it on site and fuck around or do some other bullshit? You know what I mean? Or find another way to do this stuff. Now, the fact that they're able to falsify documents, right, is itself a fact.
Right.
Let's see. So, who's really qualified to really? Okay, so let's take a look at some of the. Unfortunately, there's a lot of laziness at NYCHA. I'll be fucking doing it. So, for example, right, let's take a look at the mold in the bathroom. Okay, what happened was there's mold in the fucking bathroom, so they could scrape the shit, right? That's what they're supposed to do, right? Yeah. By the way, they had to do it in the end. They had to spend so much fucking money more than they fucking had to. Okay. They could scrape the shit right the way they're supposed to do, and then get the shit out of it. But nobody wants to do that shit. So what they did was they bought a paint that fucking kills the mold. Okay.
Right.
If the paint's strong enough to kill fucking mold, strong ass paint, right? Yeah. What do you think it does to people with asthma?
Right. Aggravates.
They took them to the hospital. There was lawsuits, all this shit. Yeah. Okay. Then they had to scrape the shit, do the shit right anyway. Right. It's just. But motherfuckers don't want to do the work, so they just buy some bullshit solutions. Also, unfortunately, you can see, right, like, what's the chance that the mob got involved with some of the construction back in the day, and the cement is filled with bullshit, like just the cement's not holding up or some shit, right? Like, straight up. 100%, okay? That's why also some of the lead paint, right? Actually, the lead paint is considered like desirable, but then when it went off, yeah, where can you offload that paint to? Where the poor people's living, where they're gonna do sketchy fucking. We know they don't really check the shit anyways, you know what I mean? So we just shovel it there, and yeah, like, what happened was, you know, there was lawsuits.
Yeah.
They falsified it. So I think there's a federal, there should be federal investigation.
There was. At least,
Yeah, federal, yes.
and that led to the appointment of the federal monitor. But as we keep saying, Mayor Adams, NYCHA, and Greg Russ, the CEO of NYCHA, they don't want any oversight. So everything they're trying to do with NYCHA right now is to wipe their hands clean of it and say, you know, it's not our problem anymore. It's either going to go to, the problem is with the rat or pack landlord, or it's going to go to the preservation trust. Now, mind you, only last year NYCHA was trying to push the blueprints, but that was so toxic it didn't pass. I mean, it had no chance because, you know, a lot of people came out against it. And now this year they just rebranded it as the Preservation Trust. So relentlessly, they're just trying to find a way to end public housing. That's what it comes down to.
Yo, what's crazy about Greg Russ is he's making more than the mayor.
Yes, that's correct.
Why he being paid this fucking like Kobe Bryant salary? Is he like some kind of like fucking superstar of housing or some shit? What the fuck?
No, I don't know. That's a really good question. But you know
why they gotta pay people like that? Because they know they're gonna do some fucked up shit.
Right.
So nobody wants to do it.
Right. Basically, yeah.
We need a hatchet man, Greg. Fuck you, no. We're gonna pay you this much. Okay.
Right. So, you know, on some level, maybe that's how he extorted the city in order for him to do what de Blasio.
The mayor don't want to do it.
Right.
You said you do it.
Right. They needed a fall guy, and that's him. That they made Greg Russ the fall guy, and Greg Russ said, "Okay, I'll be your fall guy if you pay me this amount of money."
Ooh.
And you know that's how this works.
Wow. Ooh.
All of this is dirty.
$500,000, bro. He's making $500,000.
I know. And remember, I think the city pays for his flights back and forth to Minneapolis, so there's more. It's not just his salary. There must be perks in there too.
I emailed Gregory Russ and he opened the email.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, and I have proof of this, yeah? So Greg, I'm having a national discussion on public housing reform. You're a big shot. We'll see if you want to get involved, yeah?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What's your job, bro? Isn't it doing shit like this, like talking to the public about this shit, right? As a CEO, that's what you do, so duck your responsibility, bro. You know you're scared. I think he's scared.
Of course. I mean, we believe Julia Salazar is scared.
No, where's she at?
Right, where is she at?
Julia, what's up, baby?
The thing
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
once the truth is known about what they're doing, all of a sudden they do get scared. They don't want us to know.
Hey, would you like to hear what Julia does to public housing?
Yeah.
I bet you she's upstairs listening right now. Maybe.
So
What was Julia's background? I know she was someone for J-Fred. Does she? What issues did she work on before?
I don't know. You mean before she got elected, or you know?
Yeah, like supposedly she has some type of like big activist background. Hopefully.
I don't.
J-Fred's right. That's her.
I don't know. I mean,
Can you look it up?
yeah. Let me see.
I don't think J-Fred would be cool with the selling out of public housing. I used to know J-Fred back in the day. They used to work with Asian Americans for equality. What's up? Julia Salazars here, yeah? We're protesting. Julia Salazars trying to end public housing. Check it out, bro.
It says here she does have a background in sex workers' rights and other views, but I don't know if that was before or after.
Okay.
Um,
Walking around with the Epstein shit? Okay.
yeah. She claims she began as an activist.
Privatizer.
I know.
That's a classic, man.
She became an activist in tenant organizing. And she takes credit for organizing a rent strike in her housing block.
What's your this housing block?
Right,
She's scared to join this housing block.
Yes, and she did work for J-Fresh.
Doing what?
I don't know. She was an organizer.
Should her last name be like Epstein or something?
I don't know. She worked for a social justice nonprofit called J-Fresh, which for racial and economic justice. As an organizer. I don't know.
Does it talk about her background or something?
I don't know.
Check it out. You know about Julia Salazar? She sold out public housing, yeah? That's your friend? Sorry, she's whack. Sorry. It ain't my fault, Julia.
No, it just says her. She's Colombian American.
At 18, she registered as a Republican.
Yeah.
Then she went independent. Okay. Now she's a Democrat. How did you go from Republican? DSA. Republican to DSA. Fuck it. I guess she's the one.
Yeah.
And she worked as a nanny on the Upper West Side.
Yeah.
And she's helping sex workers.
Yeah.
Hey, man. It kind of lines up.
Yeah, I know. So I don't know. Some of this sounds a little fantastic.
How do you go from Republican to? It just seems weird.
I know.
She was. Do you think she was pro Reagan or something, or pro Bush? Which one was it?
I don't know. I mean, but even if they told us, I mean, would it be downplayed? I mean, how?
Maybe she believed in the weapons of mass destruction.
Maybe.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Maybe.
What are you doing at DSA, girl from Republican? Like I know Republican. Some of them are cool, but it's just not a crossover that makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
It's really weird. What era of Republicans? Maybe she's an Arnold Schwarzenegger Republican. A Hollywood Republican.
I mean, it could be true. I mean,
A Michael Bloomberg Republican, but I don't know.
yeah.
She's not like a, I don't know. How do you go from George Bush to DSA? It just doesn't make sense. Maybe there's a way. I'll ask her.
Yeah.
I don't want to attack a Republican, but I want to know how you go from Republican to DSA. That's real.
That's a huge jump.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
That's why she's at the top. She's gonna play ball. She knows how to play the game.
Yeah.
You say it, I do it. Yes, ma'am. Miami's actually more Republican.
Yes, it is.
Maybe she's Cuban.
That's what I thought. But her father was Colombian, and it doesn't say that they're Cuban. I mean, I don't remember.
Maybe she's hanging around. She just picked up the politics.
It could be true. I mean, yes. I mean, but even so, when I lived in
But
Miami,
they hate socialists. That's the whole thing.
well, no, they hated Fidel, and they associated Fidel with socialism and communism.
Yeah,
so
they don't like that. They will. I don't know. They will let you know.
I agree, but I think because of their association with Fidel. But either way, it didn't work for them.
Does DSA like you? Well,
So they're in conflict with Miami Republicans, and that makes it even much more strange.
I don't know what. Yeah,
How
it's
could
some
this
weird.
be?
I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird.
But it makes sense if she's just following whatever's popular in the current fucking status to fucking come up.
It could
With
be.
Republicans winning, I'm with Republicans.
Right. I've heard
I've seen that before, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, we've heard that before about her from someone on this block.
We all went to school with that kid who, whatever his team won the fucking championship that year, that was his favorite team for the year. Right? Yeah, so. Look. I know I've been critical of women, and I'm not trying to hate, but a lot of times women like to be winners. And they're willing to rock with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like guys too. I'm not gonna say it's just women, but these pretty ladies, they used to being to get taken care of and shit. I'm not saying it's like their fault. Like who's always trying to take care of them and shit. Like, it just leads to this type of situation. I feel like for real. Like I'm just saying it needs to be accounted for. That's all. I'm not saying it's wrong or bad or like unnatural. Like there's some natural. I think there's some natural mistakes, but they have to be accounted. They have to be accounted for all the sides. You can't just like let them dominate the whole shoot and it becomes bullshit.
Yeah.
No accountability. DSA is taking a weird ass turn. Do you know anybody from DSA? You know Jonathan Bailey?
I've met him once.
Oh really? When was that?
Yeah. I actually had a meeting with the DSA, with some members of the DSA, asking them for help on NYCHA.
Oh word?
Yeah.
Jonathan said that he had some kind of like bylaws to try to create like more freedom in like central DSA or something like that. I was like, I wasn't gonna get kicked out and shit like that.
But it's funny.
Or was he like their boy? I think they're like I don't know. Who was in charge of things? DSA?
I don't know if he was in charge. Let me tell you what I know about him. Before I met him, he made the news because he went to Daniel Drum's house. Daniel Drum was the council member for Jackson Heights.
Okay.
When the DSA were trying to press to defund the police 2 years ago, Jonathan Bailey went to Daniel Drum's house and knocked at the door.
Okay.
Daniel Drum made a,
Kind of cool.
he had a meltdown and said, "You're threatening me. You're breaking and entering. You're causing criminality by trespassing." I think they tried to call the police on Jonathan Bailey.
Wow.
Right. So there was this whole big meltdown on Twitter. And guess who took Daniel Drum's side in this argument?
Okay.
Jonathan Bailey was trying to pressure Daniel Drum. Right. That's all he did,
yeah.
and I think he might have left a note. And
Why
Daniel
do you
Drum,
think that's too much though?
huh?
Why do you think that's too much? They took Daniel Drum's side.
Who?
And he called the
No.
cops on Jonathan Bailey?
Who do you think took his side?
You said you did.
Not me. I'm pointing to Julia.
Oh, Julia. Okay, you went like
Julia
this,
took
so
the
I
side.
thought,
No.
okay.
I meant like I
Okay.
was just doing that for
No,
emphasis.
okay.
It wasn't me who took Daniel Drum's
Okay, I
side.
thought
I
it
would
was
never.
you. I was
No.
like, that doesn't make sense. Okay.
Julia
I was
Salazar
doing
took. I might be a little delirious from not sleeping, but
Yo, what's up? Check out Julia Salazar. We're protesting. Yeah. Check it out. There's some information right here. She lives right in this building. Yeah.
right. So, Julia Salazar defended Daniel Drum over Jonathan Bailey.
Jonathan Bailey, holla, you know what I mean? Yo, I hope you're still watching. I know some of your DSA cats watch me.
Right.
What's up, yo? Come holla, you know what I mean?
So,
that's real weird.
Right, so when...
Wait, but he's in DSA, so why would she go against him? Why would she take... He's in DSA, like, why? You know what I'm saying?
Right, well, because it seemed to me that when push came to shove and someone's reputation was on the line, Julia Salazar was not above throwing DSA members, including leaders, under the bus.
Because Daniel's got power.
Because Daniel had power.
He can give her stuff.
Right, and she has to get along with the Democrats, and she put getting along with the Democrats at a higher priority than defending her own
Well, they're
leadership.
making her life plush now. You know?
Right, correct. So,
you know?
you know, all of this, the writing on the wall was already there. The DSA has had to overlook all of this.
They have an easy life or a difficult life.
Right.
What you want, Julie?
So, a lot, you know, Julia doesn't want to answer phone.
At 10?
I mean, no, I mean, how was stay
It's only
till...
one more hour. Maybe 2 hours, yeah.
Oh my God,
Wait
I'm
till
gonna be
tonight.
dead.
Go sleep, man. I'm here until it's fucking, at least it's daylight. Now, I'm not as worried about getting robbed. You know what I mean? I have all this equipment now. I could get fucking whacked out.
I know. You
Now
know,
I
you
think
know.
I don't give a fuck.
No, we're safe. As long as we're together, I think we're
Nah, like even about, yeah, yo, look, I think about myself. Like, I roll my shit up to me, touch the fuck myself.
What? All this stuff?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
I put it on the train because honestly, I don't. But this is like a little bit far from the station, and it's less convenient and shit. But the Union Square is like I'm right on the L, like half a block. It's very easy.
Okay.
Beautiful. Yeah. They don't have the elevator, but it's an easy setup.
Okay, good. So anyway,
What's up? We're trying to make it over here. My man's struggling. Okay.
yeah, I was feeling a little delirious.
Come on, man. You gotta find the fire deep inside. How long you been up for? I actually went to sleep late last night. That's why.
I woke up around 9 in
I
the morning.
planned for this.
I mean, I didn't exactly plan well, but I mean,
Yeah, I get you.
It sort of worked out. I can't believe I'm so awake. I haven't done this in so long.
How are you getting back? You taking the train?
Yeah.
Bossing the train?
I hope not. I mean, I can. I have, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm too tired. I'm at that point where I'm delirious.
Yeah, I remember sometimes if you stay up late and it's just someone says egg and shit is funny, like you don't even know why. You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes it gets like that, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I can get that way, yes. Yeah.
Maybe it looks good, but I know it's not for me. Oh well. Gotta get that. I'm gonna live good anyways. I'm enjoying my life. Thank God's sky.
You know,
What's up, yo? Julia Salazar. We gave information about the problem that you caused.
Julia Salazar is selling out.
That's right.
We're getting more passerbys now.
Julia Salazar. Go save public housing, yeah? Okay, I put the thing up here, yeah?
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, you
didn't
got,
see.
yeah, you see her down here? I put it up so they
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I didn't see. I should get a picture. I can't believe we made it. Holy crap.
Oh, tweet a picture of us.
Yeah, but I kind of did.
Cool.
I put up a picture of you doing the live stream. So I
Oh,
put
word?
a link.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool. Yeah. Live streaming.
I put a picture of the phone,
Oh, that's funny.
and then I put in the link.
Oh shit, DDL stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I put in the link. I
Yeah,
found
that's
you.
that's not even me, but it's okay. Thank you. Yeah, just tag something. There's another DDL stuff.
No, I put a hashtag, so it's not a at
Okay,
sign.
that's cool. It's all good.
Yeah. So
Julia Carmel. That's Julia. That's
Carmel. Yeah, that's
her.
her. Yeah, that's her name. I think that's her mother's maiden name. I don't know.
Yeah. Who's sitting on the preservation trust? Is the same. How is it different from action? Kind of like
We don't know.
corporate
We don't know. They
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
even built it. We don't know who's gonna get picked. I mean,
shit.
they're asking us to take everything on faith. How can we have to,
Yeah.
how can
That's
we have
just-
confidence in this?
That's just stupid.
So,
Yo, don't trust shit. I'm telling you right now. Yeah. Yo, Julia Salazar. I'm telling you, this is she right here. Yeah. Protest. Yeah. Yeah. Honk the horn.
and
Honk
we're
your horns for
right.
public housing.
and we're not the only ones who are opening their eyes to Julia Salazar. Last night while we were here, I don't know if you can see this, but someone posted a meme of
I'll
Julia.
hold it up here. Yeah, they made a clown out of her ass.
Yeah, they made a clown meme out of Julia. Look, there she is.
Yeah. Made her ass a clown right there.
Somebody did this.
Yeah.
So, we're not the only ones asking these questions.
Hey, if you made that artwork, DJL7, hit me up. I'd like to interview for the channel. Appreciate your work right there. You know what I mean? You quote patient, the local shit.
Yeah.
Who posted that? Michael Roberts?
I don't know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Type in action.
He was replying. So, there's people still liking our tweets.
Which one?
People are waking up.
Oh, word?
Yeah, people are waking up. People are looking at what we did last night.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Good morning.
They should tune in now. Julia Salazar. She's right here next to
We're
us. Selling
protesting.
public housing, yeah? We set up a homeless encampment here because she's ending public housing where people are going to end up. Here. You can share. We live stream it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they have the link, so I
That's
can.
cool.
Yeah.
Either way. Nobody's watching. It's okay.
Share it again.
What if Julia Salazar was there?
What do you mean?
People just not interested. We're doing it.
Well, part of me thinks that people expect us to solve it. They put that burden on us. So that's why they're not, following the That's a difficult thing to consider, but sometimes I consider if that's what's happening.
It's just not their priority.
That's what I kind of think. I mean, it's sad. I mean, like I told you, the activism community in New York City really needs to take a look at itself. Why is it this hard? Why aren't they in solidarity with us? Why aren't other people asking the DSA these kind of questions?
The leadership is discouraging people from participating.
Correct. I
Because
agree.
they want to maintain control. Like,
Right.
you don't have to listen to the leaders. You can just come out and support everybody. You know what I mean? It's up to you. Also, where are we today? We're in the right?
Right.
Not all of them. Some.
Right, and also, the fact that we could have had greater participation last night. I think that's also reflective of the fact that in this community, Julia Salazar hasn't done a good job at civic engagement. If there was a very healthy civic engagement in this district, people would be coming out, regardless of who.
I
was
do have that
organized.
text though from that lady, your
Right.
association.
Right,
And she says she won't contact us, so we might actually go to that meeting,
right,
on the Zoom and stuff, and just break into that stuff and say what's up. So
right.
we're gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. I'm
Right.
not gonna fucking stop
So,
until this is over. And it ain't over till I say it's over, motherfuckers. Excuse my language.
so
Anyways, what's up? still got a little bit of weed. If you want to wake and bake. Got a little bit left, okay? We're ending this giveaway. Bushwick, huh?
Bushwick.
That first time is it was by this too. Yeah, we did Monster Projects. That was fun.
Yeah. And one other surprising thing that happened at the BSA meeting, which I'm just now remembering.
Yeah.
Julia Salazar made it sound like if the public housing developments in her district didn't agree to go under the preservation trust, that Eric Adams would still come in and do them under RAD and PACT. And that sounded like a threat and or extortion. And
She doesn't even know what the fucking Nitrogen Trust is, though. It hasn't been defined yet.
it hasn't been defined.
So that's just already, like, it's just very shaky, you know?
It is.
The whole thing
It is
like,
very shaky. There's no leadership. They don't know who's going to run it. Is it going to be Greg Russ? I mean,
the
if
leadership
it is,
is they're approving a blank slate, and that's what Medicare for All has become, a blank slate for these people to just make up some bullshit and throw some fucking package together that they don't have to show you. Just say, you're buying this year's model of whatever the fuck we're selling.
right? And as you described it, it becomes a corporate giveaway. It becomes
Yeah,
a bill
absolutely.
that's nothing but full of corporate giveaways.
Because they're gonna fight for it, and we're not.
Right, correct. And
Because they
that,
have so much to lose and to gain. But we
Correct.
Just, yeah, we have enough to name, but we're just not willing to work with it.
correct. And so also, that's how they make it palatable for the Democrats to vote for it. It has to have the giveaways, because otherwise the Democrats won't vote for it. Remember, Albany's super controlled, but there's a super majority of Democrats in control of Albany. They don't have to worry about the Republican vote. So if they wanted to, they could pass a principled bill. But as we've always said, there is no principled bill around the preservation
They're
trust.
cashing in. They can't
Right,
help
they're
themselves.
correct. They're cashing in. They're cashing in, and the people who stand the most to gain the most are the corporate donors, the big money donors. They're the ones who are going to cash in. And in New York, when it comes to to anything relating to real estate, it's REBNY.
What's
So-
up, man? You smoke weed? I'm
So-
about to smoke all the weed. Just so you know, if you came here for free weed, I'm about to smoke the last of it. Yeah, we're still giving some away though. You have like not much more time before it gets.
Anyway,
What's up, bro? Hey, check out, we're protesting Julia Salazar. Yeah. What's
What
up?
do you do?
Yeah. Huh?
protesting Julia Salazar.
Yeah.
We're trying to save public housing, and she's
Yeah.
trying to privatize it.
Do you smoke weed?
No.
Yeah, we're giving. You're too healthy. That's cool, man. But we're giving some away. Yeah.
Thank you.
God bless. We
Thank
give
you.
away plants and shit too. Honestly, hold up. Yeah. Just so you know, big shout out to the people out there. Just talking about this weed network for a second. They kind of take all the neighborhood dealers and turn y'all into minimum wage Amazon delivery drivers. So they did it to Middle America with Walmart. You'll see it happen right in front of your face. The fact of the matter is that, okay, Amazon. I've been a seller on Amazon. Okay. I'm gonna tell you right now that Amazon is screwing over the sellers and they're screwing over the buyers. There's no reason for them to become an interface between us when we can just buy and sell to each other directly. Yeah. And honestly, people say the dollar is losing value, so is weed, okay, because everybody's gonna be growing it, but still, it's another form of capital where you can like just trade it for other stuff, you know what I mean? Yo, I'm giving away weed plants, you know what I mean? You can trade weed. A lot of people value weed, and you can trade it for shit, you know what I mean? Straight up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so, fuck it, you know? Trying to make people free. Now, right now, the big cats, okay, so let's take a look at, you know about factory farms and shit, right? Like eggs?
Yeah.
So if we take a look at the eggs, right? Like the big factory
Oh
farms.
my God.
Go ahead. Who's that? That's pretty cool, right?
Kirsten Theater.
That's
an actor.
a dope thing to say. Julia Salazar selling out Nitro, yeah? We also give out free Buddy Union Square on the regular. DJL7, come check it out, yeah? Alright, God bless. Yo, I'm rolling up right now.
Anyway, I was just showing DJL that we saw that someone posted on Twitter that DSA voted last night to be neutral on their privatization of Niger.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, I forgot we was live streaming. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's a dope too. Let me show that.
Yeah.
Check it out. Yeah.
So it means they didn't lean on Julia, and it kind of means that they
voted to be neutral, so they did take.
they took a vote. However, by being neutral, this also says that they're not going to back what Julia's vote. This kind of predicts that Julia is going to vote to support it.
I got some words to say about that right now. Okay.
Doesn't that seem like to you? What do you think?
I want y'all. Okay, y'all heard of Arundhati Roy? She says, okay, there's a very. She's saying that says, once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Yeah. Either way, you're accountable. There's no, you know what I mean. And another thing she says is, I don't know if she said it or Martin Luther King said it, but they said, silence is betrayal. That's Martin Luther King. And honestly, silence helps the oppressor, never the oppressed. It becomes tacit approval,
Right.
silent approval. Yeah. By being neutral on it, right, you're allowing the power to just exert its will on the powerless. Good job, DSA.
I mean, I hate to bring up, World War II, but, is this the DSA saying that they would vote neutral on Hitler? I mean, come on. Would they vote neutral on the Iraq invasion? Would they vote neutral on other crises that face people here in New York?
I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like DSA is filled with a bunch of middle class to rich people that don't really care about the poor. That's what it looks like to me, and that's what's been said over and over again, that the candidates come from wealthy backgrounds, and they see it as a leg up politically, and then don't really care about the topics in a real legitimate way. Some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody,
I mean,
put us in Julia Salazars. She's trying to bring an end to public housing as we know it. Yeah. If you want some more information, it's right here. Yeah. God bless, brother.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, man? Oh, do I have any more weed left? Shit, we give out weed on a regular basis. Yeah.
Huh?
We give out weed on a regular basis too.
Okay.
We give out the plants too because we're trying to make you partners, not customers.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's some people not for the weed stuff, but it's honestly going to be a big industry, bigger than Bitcoin, bigger than pizza. Yeah, it's going to be huge. So get on the Weed Network DGL7 on my Discord. It's an open platform where you guys can share recipes. Y'all can share grow tips, all that shit. You know what I mean? Got my Instagram too. Hit it up.
I mean, this is more information. Yeah.
We should follow Nitro leadership on this one.
Right.
This person obviously had no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I know. So we found another tweet by a DSA member.
I'm not mad. They're probably just some fucking college kid.
Right. We found another tweet by another DSA member who appears to be saying here that, they repeated the fact that they voted to remain neutral on the matter. And this one person said that the issue should be left up to NYCHA tenants. However, remember, NYCHA tenants were on the Zoom last night, and the three of them that they didn't listen to the objections that they were making.
Yeah.
So
That was convenient. So,
right.
well,
This goes to what we were saying. The residents that showed up to the Zoom that they allowed to speak were against it, but then the DSA turned around and ignored what they said.
Well, yeah.
How can they be saying let's listen to the NYCHA residents when even when the NYCHA residents speak out against it, they won't listen.
You ever hear that book Animal Farm?
Yeah.
Some animals are more equal than others.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I hate to
Welcome
say
to
it.
DSA.
Right. It appears very classist, and we were talking about this a little bit earlier. Under the case system. the caste system in India. I mean, is this what they're saying? I mean, they're not gonna slum down to deal with the problems of NYCHA. Is that how they look at it? I mean, this is the DSA.
They're
they take
neutral.
a position on everything. How can they vote neutral on housing as a human right? We were just talking about, Shirley Huntley saying, I'm in between on equality. How can you fucking be in between on equality?
Well,
That's what they're basically saying here.
they protected themselves in this uncertainty cloak, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they said that the trust is really not defined. So they're trying to manufacture consensus.
It's bullshit. I mean, and then they close out this tweet by saying let's follow NYCHA's leadership on this. I mean, it's a fucking joke. NYCHA's being led by a hatchet man, Greg Ross, who everywhere he goes, he privatizes public housing. And they're saying, let's follow Greg Ross's lead on this. That's fucking bullshit.
NYCHA has just such a poor track record. Like, you need to really, it's like trusting a doctor. It's like the worst rated doctor in the fucking city.
Right.
They're the worst rated landlord. Like, if you want to follow leadership,
Right.
you might want to think that, buddy. But
Right.
That's why I said the person obviously doesn't know what you're talking about. The second one came from the mouth, I don't know. Something said. It had to be like, I don't really agree, but
I don't know either, but
that's not even offensive.
I agree.
The person just doesn't know what's going on.
I agree. That's like letting Dr. Jack Kevorkian be your OBGYN who's going to deliver your baby.
They probably mean that. I don't want to be part of it.
I mean, they mean well, but come on, this is like clueless, beyond clueless. It's dangerous.
It might be a subterfuge, but it just and nobody who reads that who knows about the shit really knows what the fuck you're
I don't know, but it's pretty pathetic. I mean, someone else.
I think I've seen SB before, though. I think I've ran into
I don't know. Maybe, let me see if we can get their face. Oh, I think the man, or I think so too. I've seen this picture before.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. This picture seems familiar. Anyway,
so many faces.
anyway, another young white couple with a baby.
Julia, what's up? Nah?
Hey, you guys are here
Waiting
all
for
night?
Julia.
Yeah, we're waiting for
Yeah,
Julia.
No.
Never seen her?
No.
You've never seen her, right? She doesn't even live here. A lot of politicians, like, Eric Adams is in New Jersey.
Oh, no.
We were told she lives here.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know many people in the
Well,
building.
we were protesting her, so
Okay.
Have a good one,
we made
alright?
it.
Yeah, you too.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah. We set up a homeless camp.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Ramona? Thanks for thinking of that one. That's crazy. Yeah, I like that. That's my style. I like that vision, but I'm getting nervous when the camera show up. Not for me, but I'm like, why are they here? Like, I can't believe that we're actually getting coverage. Thank God. Like, that's actually cool. Good job. Yeah. I can't believe they actually cover this shit. Like,
I don't know. It's pretty pathetic, so it kind of tells us what's going to happen. And
she knows we're here. That girl said she didn't see her.
but
I think it was a good shot. You never saw no shadow. Right? You
No.
just saw the light turn
Yeah,
off.
just saw the light.
I saw it turn off too. I saw the antler on.
yeah,
I saw nothing.
so maybe she has it on a timer. Maybe
That's-
she controls it with her iPhone. They
Could
do
be
that.
too. Yeah, they do that too. Yeah.
Yeah, with the
The smart lights.
Yeah.
So good. Well, we set it overnight, so
We need it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we made it, but it's not actually gonna make it. I don't know.
we're gonna have to keep going.
I mean, I agree, but this fucking sucks. So if the DSA has voted to be neutral, how are the other groups? How is the Jews for Racial and Economic Justice? How are they going to deal with the DSA? Are all these coalitions going to hold as the DSA turns their back on NYCHA? How does that work?
We gotta hit their donor base because the thing is that the people doing these organizations don't have to support.
I know. I agree. So, do the people who donate to the DSA know that the DSA has voted to stay silent on the sellout of public housing.
Yeah, they don't beat us. They can't beat us on the hustle. They can't beat us on the grind. But they beat us on the money
Right.
and the market.
Right. So that's going to be the issue I take out today. When I get home, I'm going to have to move that issue today.
What's up, buddy? Protester Julia Salazars. Yeah, she's trying to end public housing as we know it. Check it out, yeah? We all kinds of good content. Yeah, God
Thank
bless.
you. So,
Yo, I got, how much did I pay for this? Maybe like 245,000. That's not bad. Maybe a little bit less.
yeah.
Yo, you gotta build yourself up. They're never gonna talk about you, no matter what you do.
It's not about me. It's about the issue. So,
But okay, the thing is, the fakes
yeah.
they're pushing their shit, and if they're allowed to do that uncontested, then we end up in this shit. Julia Salazars, fucking president.
Well, I can't control what people say. I mean, I can't control what people do. All I can do is give people information. People have to meet us halfway. I can't speak for other people. I mean, all we can do here is give out information. It's up to people to respond. It's up to people to participate. You even said it, and I've heard it said somewhere else.
Yeah, well, you're protesting Julia Salazar right here, yeah? Damn.
Right. So people need to participate in their own liberation. I've heard that said too.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm liberated. Yo, I'd rather take this ride with the real one, you know what I mean? Than be in the fucking busload of fake ass motherfuckers, you know what I mean?
Right. So
Yeah, no time for that bitch. So, did DSA have a decline? Have you been on DSA? I really got knocked out of DSA. I came in late. I am
I know about them. Did they?
Did you ever hear of that?
I heard of them. Yes. There was a branch in
New
Queens.
York.
Yes.
ISO?
Yes, and there was a branch in Queens.
I think it was Manhattan too. I don't know. But maybe you were looking at Manhattan. When I was, maybe they were big shots.
I'm sure there was. I'm
They
not
had a
saying
big
that there
hall
was.
and shit. Yo, they had money.
Yeah, but a lot of those people I think went into the DSA.
Could have.
Other people did too. I mean, new people as well.
Did DSA decline or was it always in this?
I don't know.
Probably started more real once they got to the celebrity fucked it up. We didn't fucking point out what. Yo, honestly, what's up, yo? Look up Nick Bronner, okay? And then look up Cornel West. Look up Susan Sarandon. Look up, there's a lot of cats. Look up something called MCP Advisory Council, okay? A lot of these celebrities in the activism game, okay? Look at what they really doing and who they promoting about this. Look at what MPP is doing and ask yourself why they're promoting MPP. Nothing good about it.
Pretty. You wanna call it a night?
Let's wait till now.
Wait, you wanna wait 2 hours?
Wait till we should leave like
I mean,
where's her office?
we don't know if she, they're
She may
gonna
not
be
even
voting.
here.
Huh?
Yeah, she may not even be here.
Well, she may not even be here, but the point is, if she has COVID, is she gonna be traveling to Albany, there's a vote. You know, we don't know if the vote is going to be by Zoom. I mean, I have no idea how they do stuff like this.
I went to during COVID. I mean, they still have in-person meetings and stuff.
Yeah, but to get to the vote, to get to a vote, she has to be in Albany. So
She might be there. She might be at a place more.
maybe, I don't know.
You have to stay if you don't want to.
I mean, it's up to you. I just, how far do you have
If
to go?
she comes out, it's a very thoughtful moment. And we waited this long. You know what I mean? It's just like another hour or maybe hour and a half. Like, you want to take a break, man, but for me, like that moment, like, why did I wait this whole time? If she comes out, like, you know.
I see what you mean, right?
Julie, what's up, Don? That's the girl, the men.
Right, that's what you were waiting for, yeah.
That's the fucking shine moment.
So
What's
that's
up,
what-
folks? Wait for that shine moment. Yo, as soon as doors are open, you know my eye's gonna light up. Ding!
Yeah, but I mean,
What's up? I've been waiting for you all night, girl. Can you please sign the petition? Are you gonna come with us to DC? Look, she looks cute. What's up, girl? Come hang out. With AOC too. What's up, girl? Come and say what's up. I ain't mad.
I mean,
Talk about some things. Oh, look at this. Was that the accessory from earlier? The one that was waiting for the lights on? Maybe
Yeah.
she's gonna dash out. It has. Maybe she'll pop out and run to the lead. That would be fun. Julia.
Yeah, that's what the dog said.
Okay, but yeah, but the driver in front of us. He looks like Uber. Yeah. It could just be yeah, black. Eight months up.
I don't know what to say. I mean, it's very disappointing.
Hey man, life, yo, you know that there's nothing in this world for good deeds but punishment. God, there's no good deed but punishment. Right?
I mean, I've heard that saying, so you know, but
Well, that's the truth.
you know, the issue here is that the
Are you
were-
Christian? Are you Christian?
yes,
Except that God is a psychotic face. The devil was like, can I fuck with him? The God was like, yeah. And I'm like, yo, it's disappointing.
right.
But yo, honestly, like, yo, I haven't really. There's some exes I get to hang out with that are cool, but it's really a rare thing, especially New York. I like New York. There's not a lot of exes I hang out with. I would. Yeah, really cool.
Right, well, I don't know. I just think, you know, the DSA, the issues that gave the DSA rise in New York City were the housing crisis, you know, the problem with ICE under Trump, and the fact that the Democrats were corporate sellouts. And the DSA promised us to be something different.
We had guys walking down the street here looking gentrifier, like kind of like.
I know.
Like PSA, yeah.
I know, last night, I remember.
That was weird to me, man.
That was weird.
But I'm not like in neighborhoods like that. I don't really like hipster neighborhoods.
Yeah, so there are people here who believe the DSA are noble and they're doing the good work, but how do you vote neutral? How do you vote to stay neutral on the sellout of public housing? You know, when you talk about things that are historic, this is a historic failure of the DSA. I wonder what the other branches of the DSA are going to say.
Yo, like I don't even feel like socialism is like the solution. I think it can be a solution. I'm not mad at socialism as a solution, but just because socialism is a magic fucking pill that's gonna solve all the problems.
I agree, but you know, again, the word socialism isn't the DSA's name, as is democratic,
Yeah.
and they failed both. They failed on both of those names. You know, on both of those words in their name.
There's a lot of groups that fail.
It's pretty shitty, you know. I'm glad I don't have to carry that shame. I wonder how the DSA members are going to carry that shame.
It is, yeah.
I know.
Too early to ring the bell, right?
No, it's 7 o'clock.
Oh, it's 7 o'clock.
Come on, she's
Gotta be
awake.
Adventist.
Well, she should be. I mean, she's a, legislator. She doesn't get to sleep in.
She got that on COVID.
Oh, great. So,
COVID comes at a convenient time.
yeah, I know. You can tell?
I took some music on.
It's
All the people in Nitro are gonna go and get paid today. Yo, you know what they do at the office? They have these regular events where people get COVID and they have a big party. They're looking good. I'm not mad at them looking good, but yeah, they fired the whole department supposedly. Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
this new reaction to
I don't know. I mean, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. And if this does go through, I guess the only consolation that we can, take comfort in is if there is corruption involved, that corruption will come into light, and Salazar will have to pay the consequences of that, not corruption. These people do get taken down, and for her, I guess we just have to accept the fact that it's just going to be a matter of time when she gets arrested and gets taken in on corruption charges.
the way the event was like advertised as being like a homeless encampment outside, that was the ill concept, and I appreciate the sentiment behind it. Is that Ramona's? Like?
No, I did that.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah.
Yo, that's what's up. I like that.
Yeah.
Because that really addresses the situation though. If you make people homeless, where are they gonna go?
Right.
Like that was a dope ass idea, man. I like that. I like the framing of it. That would be my choice. I like that.
I mean, I agree, but maybe it was a little too harsh for people. Maybe, they can't, we deal with dissidents all the time. People can't even face the fact of where we are.
It's fun, bro. That shit made it fun.
It made it fun for me too. I mean, we had it all, including the rats. We had all these rats running around here. We must have seen maybe 24 rats more by the time the night was over.
Yes.
Maybe more.
I've been straight life, man. I live.
It's disturbing to me because I'm scared of COVID, and I believe that they're
Let's take
animals.
I'm sorry, man. Listen, your foot is the size of the rat. Just like it.
I know.
Queen. Look, I'm not trying to be cool to him, but don't fucking run up on me, bitch. You know what I mean? You're getting kicked, but you're far enough away, you're gonna be all right. Don't fuck with me. And you start leaving shit around. I'm gonna start fucking with you. So don't fucking shit on. Don't leave your shit around. If you just pass them by, I don't give a fuck. What about birds? How you feel about birds? Pigeons? Yo.
I don't like it.
Let me think. Yo, so y'all in New York City, right? And yo, I went to New Jersey. You ever been there?
Yes, I've been to New
Yo, we have these great pigeons down there. They have these bigger white pigeons. You know what I'm talking about?
doves.
No,
They're doves.
No, I think they were pigeons, but they was a different style of pigeon. Bigger, beefier one, yeah?
What?
Yo, I came out of Dunkin' Donuts. I fucking shit you not, yeah?
It was the size of what?
I had
chicken?
a donut in my hand. It was bigger. It was like 50.
You had a donut in your hand.
Yo,
What happened?
the bird fucking came in and knocked that shit out of my fucking hand. Yo, I swear to God, 10, like a fucking whole horde of birds came and just fucking went for the fucking donut by my feet. I started fucking kicking, get the fuck off my shit. Yo, cause Yo, like honestly, it wasn't me trying to be mean, right? It was because I was not happy about the donut. I was going to lose that shit, but they swarmed me like a motherfucker because the donut in my feet. So I imagine like all these larger birds like fucking coming in. Like that's exactly what happened. I couldn't move anywhere. They were ready to like mount on my feet. I was like, yo, I need to just get some space.
Did you ever see that movie, The Birds, that you talking about like that?
They weren't attacking me and shit, but they were all over my feet. They like made this mad rush. You know what I mean? Like this,
Right.
like imagine a whole fucking field
Right.
of fucking birds. Like not, they weren't flying, but they all fucking rushed in.
Right.
I was like, what the fuck? Yo, it was crazy. Yo, those Jersey fucking pigeons are fucking serious. Holy
Right.
shit. That shit was disturbing to me, alright? But I mean, they went away when I fucking started kicking and shit, but like, they went right back for the food. They were very hungry. Maybe it was cold. I think it was cold today, maybe we were hungry after that.
That's crazy.
It was crazy. You have to go to Newark. I don't know if the pigeons are still there. They did a lot of anti-pigeon stuff. There's a lot of like poison they set out and kill the pigeons and shit, but
I mean, I wouldn't poison them, but I have this
no, but the
dream.
city does it.
Oh, really?
They'll become out of control. They'll shit on everything.
Hello. What about here in New York? I mean, in Queens, they are out of control.
You seen a pigeon yet? Well, where do you think they at? There's poison and shit. They're dead. That's why you don't see no fucking. Shouldn't we see a pigeon by now?
I know, yeah, I know we have.
They've been poisoned. So, considered a nuisance, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
They call them rats.
I know.
Yeah, the gray ones they're a little disturbing because the gray looks natural to me, but yo, those jerseys, yo. Anyways. Yo, this sleep like this, like you're in school.
Yeah.
That
You
was-
can rest if you want.
Did you sleep in school?
Did I sleep in school?
Yeah.
Generally not. I was a good student. I think in college I might have slept. How about you?
When I'm tired, I just fall asleep regardless.
Me too.
I can't just stop.
Me too.
I'm tired as hell.
Me too.
So folks, man, 577 band here, and if you want to hang out. Maybe go use the bathroom. Maybe no, but she can come out any moment, so that's the thing, right? Yeah. If she's here.
We
Let me
don't
go take a
know.
look inside. I'm gonna take a peek inside. Oh my god, there she is! Oh my
Oh my god.
Yeah, we asked her if she can still here.
I know. Is her name there? I didn't even check the name.
I'm not sure what the sequence is, but you can
Yeah.
see like, yo, you want to check it out? Take a look. It's crazy.
There's now a political article that says the preservation trust is gaining momentum now.
Check it out, Jubilee Salazars, whack. Go check out this workout. When someone comes out, I'm gonna go in and check out what's going on.
I don't think so.
Hey, what's up? Jubilee Salazars?
I took. Jubilee Salazars.
Public housing as we know.
Yeah. Here's a quote this week.
No, we give away also bud on a regular basis. We ran out, yeah, but we have. You the Union Square Park giving out free bud.
I know.
What are they gonna do with all those buildings?
I don't know.
Okay, well actually, like the son of the private developers, here's what's crazy, right? If you look at these routes that are here, they pay them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Now, aren't those publicly owned?
They are.
So shouldn't that, like,
Yeah.
the only one that can sell them, they live there. But somehow
Right
they,
idea.
instead of renting anything from this,
Jubilee
they're being
Salazars.
moved out. Right,
He's
yeah,
a
so
state senator for your district.
they're gonna go $5 million.
Of course. They should be building more affordable housing.
I agree.
Not tearing what we got down.
I don't know if you've seen former housing track, because that term right there, you know, it's like $85,000
For what?
For what they
For-
call.
When they say affordable.
Yeah, for what they
like
say.
the lottery.
Yeah,
of
lottery,
course,
yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I looked
Yeah,
at the
I
was like,
know.
what?
Yeah, you do.
Who is this for?
That's
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
never gonna happen.
I know. I mean, we're trying our best.
And the crazy thing is, are the people that live in those houses involved? Because they're the ones that are going to get screwed.
I know. We were there yesterday, and a lot of them don't
It's
even
hard to
know.
get their attention.
It's hard to get their attention, but a lot of them don't even know. They're making decisions without getting their input. It's all behind your back.
I'll tell you another thing, actually, let me give you a card here. Actually, we've been working on this. Actually, this guy, we're going to come close to vote. Yeah? We're the first one in the nation to fucking do that. Here's my card. I have a video on that. Anything, okay, so, let
I
me tell you
saw them
something.
out here last night, but I thought they were just partying.
Oh, yeah, we doing
No,
that too. We
that
was
was
giving out
us.
free bud.
Yeah,
We
we were.
would, yeah.
But, I mean,
We
we were
live
trying to
too,
get
yeah.
people's attention. We were waiting for her to come out.
Okay.
We think she's not here, but
Remember that movie called Derby Love Club?
Long time ago.
So the thing is that when you look at the movie, the lady, the setup of the movie is an old lady has a apartment. They're trying to move her out, and we got to pay a lot of money to develop it, right? But guess what? We got rid of that. All commercial messaging. They deleted that from all entertainment. You don't get everything's commercial. You get that?
Of course. Everything's about the all money.
Yeah,
That's
You
why
want me to be out here all day?
no, and people public housing before they would have got that message.
Tonight you're moving down on the road, up and down there.
Yo, Roosevelt, I was just there. I was there yesterday.
and we were over at Stuyvesant House
We're trying to get-
yesterday. Yeah, we're trying to get everybody.
Man, because that's enough people to tear City Hall up.
I know. We're
With
trying to.
these
We're trying to motivate them.
We need the
Yeah.
other candidates.
Okay. Thank you.
What up? Getting into activist shit out here. Almost done. Finish line.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think it's so funky? Does it never do the back and forth? Cool. set up right now.
Huh?
Maybe I'll set up to my laptop. I could set up.
What are we gonna set up?
That's too much work, man. I could set up turntables.
No. You don't have to, please.
Yeah, that's too much work. Yeah.
Too much work.
I got my little thing. What up? EL7 hanging out, doing activist shit. Yo. Yo, you know, actually, I go to like hang out at DC. There's like shit. Yo, we should get some spray bottles and start showering. Yo, what do you think about that? That would be wild, right? What's up, yo? Check it out. Yeah, public house been trying to end it here. Okay, this man. We just did, bro. Yeah.
I don't know. It fucking sucks.
What's that?
Good shit.
What shit?
Fucking DSA.
Well, hey man, that just gives you an opportunity to be the guy to fucking fix it, you know what I mean? Without a great fucking challenge, you can't be the fucking man, bro. Make sense? You just gotta do it with the hand dealt. Julia, what's up?
I'm trying to find out what's going on.
I'm just trying to build my fucking Bluetooth. I'm surprised it's not good. That Bluetooth is sad. I would think that a laptop would have.
Yeah. What are you trying to
No, I'm just gonna play some music.
Oh.
It's not gonna be good. It's just I need the mixer to have. Also sometimes, even though like some of the cats aren't serious, like big friends, right? Like we just hang out with them and just have like a chill day. They have a big relationship with them. Just hang out with us, and we know he's not that serious for committing like into some issues. He thinks he's serious sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Sometimes he is serious. You know what I mean? He has a chance at it. So why not? Hey, either way, I'm not mad at what he's saying. I'm taking that out.
I don't socialize.
Well, I'm telling you that I don't really like to socialize that much myself. Like that ass. So I don't really like, I'm not in that world. The Big Boy's kind of like, okay, so the thing is, right, what's cool about Big Boy is like he'll also like take on, like, not openly, like, yeah, but he'll also like low key, like, not really get people like you say that type of shit. So I appreciate that in his own way. Like I said, like, he's the first canon to address the disability shit. So it's not like he's not willing to be providing value. So appreciate.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about him. I'm just like,
Oh, we got the microphone.
say what?
Let's serenade them. Check it out.
Check it. Julia. Yo, what's up? We broadcasting live. For you.
Good morning, folks. Yeah, check it out. Jubilee Salazars actually selling out public housing. Yeah, God bless. Okay, let me. Wait for the thing.
Check.
Oh, I can turn down the auxiliary.
Check. Ooh, look at that. We're safe now. No more feedback. That's right, because I have control. Yo, check it out. Jubilee Salazars is selling out public housing, and we got information for you. Guys enjoy it. Very nice. Let's go to the music here. You like funk and jazz, man? Oh, we have to play it off here.
You had good music on last night.
Well, I have a lot of good music.
Do you have any French music?
It's hard to find. I do actually have some though, which is actually quite interesting.
Who do you like?
I have breaks and shit, so like I forgot the name, but I will come across it. But there's also that one song, Love Balloons.
Yeah,
99 Love Balloons.
German.
Did you ask me?
Yeah.
What did you ask me?
French.
French. There's also a group called Shir, but it's not authentic French because I met some French chick. This is some funny story. I asked the French chick, and even though the song is in French, it's not like really French. It's like maybe they're in Montreal or some shit. But she's like they're not really native, so. I was like, okay, I get that.
Yeah, Canadian French, is different from Quebec. Wow.
Okay. Just so you know, folks, I actually have like a kind of what's it called? activist like playlist over here.
Who's on your
So just all kinds of like activist different shit. So just stuff that I want to have in the case. So I'll play some of this right now. I'm gonna start off this with like some really cool. Oh yeah, the USB. Okay, hold on. Start off with a little bit of some nice morning music. Yo, I'm with you now, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Got you, man. Well, good morning, folks. You hang out with DJ Salazars show, motherfuckers.
Out that it looks like the race story was false.
Whoops. Oh well.
It was just an excuse for them.
No shit. That's why you gotta learn self-respect. I gotta get that. I never got that. But I gave him so much shit that I'm gonna get tested. You ready? Help motherfuckers motivated not to stop. Like if I fucking let myself get stuff, I'm asking. We're protesting Julia Salazar.
Good morning, folks. We're protesting Julia Salazar. She's betrayed the people in public housing. We hope you enjoyed the radio show this morning. We're broadcasting in front of Julia Salazar's apartment because if people end up out of public housing, they're going to have to be homeless somewhere, and we're going to be homeless outside of your home. So DSA looks like they're going to pull their endorsement, and we're actually organizing a national symposium. New York City is the largest public housing sector and the largest city in the nation, and the largest public housing sector in the nation, and she's selling it out. No one's coming to save us. I'm sorry to tell you, but we need, thank you very much. Yeah, we getting support out there. You heard that horn honking? You're there with us. Yeah, God bless.
You have information on public housing and how to use them out. No, but honestly, right? I would make sense. Come on, man, you gotta do it, bro. That's valuable. Hey, good morning, yeah? What's your name? Julie Salazars selling out people in public housing. And we got some information for you if you want, yeah? God bless. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know if she's don't trust me.
About public housing, the Salazars are trying to sell it out. I don't know what he's saying. But, you know, isn't it pretty great? They're very fucking great. The Democratic Party stole like Ooh, you did?
Let me tell you why I wanted Matt Harlan. I don't even remember this, but this is what happened. I want you guys to know yeah? Okay.
Yo, what's up, folks? Okay, so check it out, yeah? So there's this group called, anyways, DSA was involved, yeah? So the thing is that, no, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. Yo, I'm in, don't worry about it, yeah? So, yo, check out the original, there's a group called Wayne and Charlie, yeah? It was on the original Sugar Hill Gang label. Sugar Hill, yeah, label? The OG rap label. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, check it out. We're actually, Zayla, we've been out here for all night, yeah? There's some information on public housing and how she's actually selling out for public housing. God bless, yeah? Thank you so much, thank you. So anyways, what we was getting at was, anyways, yeah, so, oh yeah, I was talking about the DSA. So the thing is that, I was one of the only organizers for Medicare for All March in the nation from New York City. The only Asian American, by the way, in the whole entire fucking thing. Oh, there's also another guy who's like half Asian. He don't really look American, but he's cool. He's my brother, so I'm not gonna. He represents that clique too. Shout out to him. Let me get to the issue right here, okay? So the thing is that there was original rapper from New York City, down from the Spoonie G, the first rap in history, part of hip hop history right there. He was there for that. And in order to fight white supremacy, they removed the only Asian American man in the whole entire Medicare for All March. They removed this guy who was there from day one of rap, a black man. His name was Wayne, right? Yeah? Wayne and Charlie, look him up, yeah? For a white Antifa rapper named Awkward. What the f? Yo, DSA be doing weird shit like that. Real, yeah, so. Not everybody's DSA like that. I'm sure there's different factions. Some people hopefully said that wasn't cool. I don't know why the other ones let it happen. If you're part of DSA, don't let that bullshit happen, okay? If you see shit that's clearly wrong, just jump right up and stop it immediately, yeah? Otherwise, y'all cool with me, yeah? Anyways, over here outside of Julie Salazar's apartment here in New York City, we're gonna if Julie Salazar's not here, she might be in Albany. But we're basically here to tell the whole community right here that there's a real issue going on. And Roosevelt Project's nearby, Marston Project's nearby, Babson Houses Project's nearby. And what is this, District 7? Okay. So right now, Julie Salazar is sitting on New York State Assembly. And she's actually due to sell out public housing. She used to be the darling of DSA. She used to be DSA's darling, but nowadays, it looks like she's on the ropes. supposedly, but you can tell the bosses want to win. Why? Man, weird. Yeah, it's almost like they we talked about it earlier in the show actually, the power and the access, that's what it's all about. So, but the fact of the matter is that someone's going to hold them accountable, and that's going to be actors who've been working on the issue for a long ass time. So, I hope you guys enjoy the show. Anyways, they're playing all kinds of crazy music out here, yeah? And we are protesting to leave Salazars early in the morning. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the show. God bless.
They had somebody here now. That's nuts.
Maybe I haven't. Ladies, check it out. We got some information about how they're trying to close down public housing. Yeah, this is we're asking the protest that we live streaming. So yeah, check it out.
Here, Jonathan Bailey.
Oh shit, what up, bro?
This morning.
Tell them to hit us up. Tell them to call me. Tell them.
I don't know.
Tell them to call me.
Talking about the devil, like they're monitoring what we.
Why don't you hit us up? I've been telling people to get at me.
I know. Well, guess what?
I can do that?
Yeah.
I'll let you get 7. 5.
Okay. Well, it's not. Thanks, buddy.
Well, time to get fresh, bro. I'm a blue DJ. What's up, miss? Good morning.
Information about Nigel?
Hope you guys enjoying the show. Oh, we gotta watch it. Oh, that's cool. What's up?
You know what? There's all these groups that work with the DSA, like
We got a lot of people.
Justice for All for Queens or whatever they're called. Queens Justice for All. Where are they? I mean, why don't they call the DSA out? There's a lot of people who are like staying silent about what the DSA has done.
The DSA is also powerful voting on the law. Look at that guy. DSA trying to DSA.
Yeah.
Like you give them a sense of like I'm legit. That's what they got. housing issues right now, and they try to actually, yeah, all right, you can wait, brother. Well, you guys enjoying? We got some one.
I don't know. I mean, fuck now.
We got one more hour, motherfuckers. Yeah, we're activists, yeah? Working on, what's your name?
Julia Salazar.
Salazar, yeah?
Trying to see public housing.
Yeah, always go to this side. Never read this side. You don't even get what this is about.
You know,
Just usually, yeah.
Theo Gino would have an easier time if he weren't so, like, positive. I don't think so. immensely. I mean, have you ever studied social movement building? There's several theories. I mean, one is like I don't have the pen. But there's this theory. There's this theory called. I mean, there's four roles in social movements. There is a rebel.
They call me disruptor.
Well, actually, before we get to the rebel, there's a citizen. That's a lot of these people who are like, sign this petition. Let's go to Washington. Let's find a citizen out, solution. This is a citizen. Then there's a rebel who's like, who can be like us. We're the ones who are out here doing, the thing that no one will do. We're being rebellious. We're not listening to what we're supposed to set up to be wise. Then there's a reformer, like the Norman Siegel was. People who like, let's pass the law. Let's reform the NYPD with the community, whatever, civilian control, community control, or whatever that is, right? That's a reform. And then at the very top is the change maker, someone who like gives thought. Like, what is the real best approach to this? Let's design. He's trying to be a change maker by doing all this crap. But it's a long haul that is not easy. Huh?
It will take years.
Oh.
I told you that if I have to do this.
Oh my God.
No, they're not going to take this song. Do I have to fight for every song? No, you need to
What?
Yeah, they're building a place. He's from LA though.
I hate
We have more control over that LA bomb. With that Hollywood shit.
I hate Hollywood.
That's good, but they're trying to serve the country. Notice that, remember that New York is about money, so they don't want to lose the money. So they fighting for it now because I just said it's inflated. Honestly, I don't know if you see my shit, but I'm angry that this is I want to get up.
What is your opinion of it?
We're not allowed to do this shit anymore. They're making us my mom. Like, have you seen me going to mom? Oh no, I ain't Robin.
But what is your problem with Lee Camp?
Yo, fuck me, because Lee, okay.
You
This is
never-
my problem with Lee Camp.
you never told me.
Number one, Lee Camp's a total bitch. Number one, what a
Oh, shit,
fucking
all
Lee
this shit
Camp.
was being recorded. I was talking shit about shit.
I love
hope
that
he
guy. I don't
doesn't,
know.
he wasn't watching.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Whoops. Good chance my boy. Anyways, yeah. Either way, yeah. Look, I'm telling you, this guy's my boy too. So, dude, you gotta work with this guy. That's it. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So let's get to the business over here. What's the fuck was talking about?
Lee Camp, what's your
Oh
problem?
my fucking Lee Camp.
Yeah.
So, guess who's? You remember I told you that story earlier about like that DSA shit?
Yeah.
Yeah? Guess why they wanted this guy off work? Because he's DSA? No, because he's Lee Camp's friends.
Really?
Look on the program, right? Where does this awkward appear, right? Just fucking YouTube search shit and see what the fuck comes up. Go ahead, do it right now. You're gonna see, he's in their clique. He's in this, they let him into the news givers. There's also a guy named Jesse Jet, okay? And by the way, both of these rappers are white. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at white rappers, right? But why is the only artist, right, and the only YouTubers, right? Status Quo is white. Ricky Rance is white. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying white people get part of this, but why are they the only ones? And why is there no such thing as Asian American activists? Are we too ugly, dumb, stupid, or lazy to make it in this game? It doesn't matter what I do, what I accomplish. It's like they're trying to be ushered in. They're new jacks to this. They have no, they're babies and this shit. Like, they have no idea what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's very common.
So Lee Camp, okay? this is the thing, okay? So as a Medicare for All March organizer, the only one in New York City, and I confronted Yang's people on this, trying to force Yang to actually support Medicare for All March in a real way, right? I already led them to fucking Schumer's with 10,000 signatures. This is real, okay? So what happened was that, we can't bitch ass. So the thing is that they shut down this guy, Wayne and Charlie, who was on the Super Holiday Guys, and I was furious. They're disrespecting the originators of rap. A black man in the name of fighting white supremacy, you got rid of the only Asian rapper. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Shut the fuck up. So, but remember Lee Camp's friend, so I went to DC to protest. Okay? Now this is what happened. When Lee Camp went on the set, okay, go and watch the footage of him at the Medicare Fraud March thing in DC. I'm in the background yelling, Lee Camp, fuck you. The dude never went to one meeting for Medicare for All March. The dude never went to one. To this day, I challenge him to go to one fucking meeting. Now, I literally want to go to meetings, okay? I hooked him up with my contact list. I also confronted Yang on the Medicare for All March thing. I was also an organizer. I also knew about how to make the event disabilities, right? A lot of these organizers, Ricky Rand's fucking Harut, right? They never did any shit with disability people before. They don't care about people with disabilities. They did not know how to make the event accessible. They had no fucking clue, right? Yeah? They mean well, but they just have no idea because that's just not their priority. They don't care about people with disabilities, amongst others as well. And they're willing to look over what the first, because Jesse gets back, not Jesse, I mean, because Awkward's backed by Doran, right, when they probably can make shit rain for them, they're willing to overlook, right, deliberate racism that they know is going on, overlook other shit that they know is going on, just so that they could get ahead. It's fake as fuck. So no thank you, you know what I mean? So, Lee Camp, so the thing is that I was confronting that fact while he was speaking of Medicare for All March. Why did he get to speak and not me? Same thing for Katie Halper, right? The thing is that it's okay for these celebrities to come in and be a part of the festivities. It's not okay for them to replace us. Lee Camp says certain things, rah-rah shit. He doesn't ask for agency on the part of actual poor people. I'm actually a fucking poor person, Lee Camp, fuck you, yeah? So Lee Camp, why are you speaking and silencing my voice? It doesn't make sense, bro, at all, yeah? Lee Camp, you betrayer, your friends are. And by the way, he's a huge Nick Brana apologist. Have you seen the Nick Brana with the sex shit? Nick, there's real victims out here, man. Real victims, sex victims and shit, you know, you crooked. Plus Grant Elway doing his weird sex shit, Jackson Hinkle doing his weird sex shit. Y'all dirty as fuck. Straight up, Nick can't be part of that enabling shit, because he used to be roommates with Nick Brana.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Jimmy Dore's actually like making them old boys. He's looking out for his boy. And they protect him. I'm telling you right now, there's no accountability from that shit. So we can't suck a dick. That's what I got to say. That's what it is. Yo, Lee Camp, you're not allowed to do more shows in New York, bro. Yo, when I actually was protesting outside of his event at fucking some Times Square shit. By the way, all the money donated to Lee Camp and Jimmy Dore and all these fuck faces, Ron Pacone, not one penny dribbles down. It's worse than trickle-down economics. Right? You give in to these producers, so what? So the change can happen? What do they sacrifice for this? What do they even know about this shit? You notice that Medicare for All March, all that white shit, they're all around it. Jimmy Dore doesn't have any black friends in real fucking life. What about Ron Pacone? Go look for that shit. You can't find him. Yeah, it's kind of sus. Alright, there's no black people in Los Angeles. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, so no one's perfect, alright? I called to work with these guys in peace when I went to first to vote with this guy over here. But notice that also, they can't, you notice that Jimmy Dore never talked about public housing. He never talked about right to repair. He never talked about other YouTubers going through like other issues with silent. Only certain YouTubers he talks about, they're in his clique. I think Rockfin's a total fucking scam, fuck Rockfin. But anyways, Lee Camp, just want to tell you why Lee Camp's a bitch. And why he's not allowed to do anything in New York anymore, and neither is Ron Pacone. If you announce anything, Lee, I'm gonna be there fucking her all up, yeah? Same thing for anybody who floated with Jimmy Dore's getting this shit touched. Jimmy Dore's not allowed to do anything in New York. I'm saying this is a fact. Anybody if they're with you, you're trying to do anything you're gonna get, they're gonna have problems, straight up. New York is mine, don't fuck with it. Anyways,
It's okay.
yeah. Okay, yo, here's another thing, right? The thing is I had only third party independent candidate forums here in New York City. I'm also doing that now, but one of the weird things going on is there's so much you guys don't know. The forward party is 100% staffed white people. They can't do any events in New York right now. It's just fucked up. Yo, they're trying to replace me out here. Yeah, Medicare for All March, they moved in Jackson Hinkle and Ricky Rance. 2 white guys. You know, in this housing, they got a white guy too. You seen him? Tall white guy. He just did some military time. Yeah, I'm banned from all the YouTubers' channels. Blue Moon Red Wine, Blackout. You know what I mean? Jimmy Dore. I definitely whole MCSC network, Cost Network Expanded. Shadow bans. They won't admit it. They say they're not about censorship. They say they're free speech absolutists. Absolutely fucking not. They're censorship assholes, man. And it's not just me. Also, big shout out to Dak Rouleau. You saw him on the video calling out Graham Elwood and their canceling ass bullshit. I'm not the only one. Look at this guy named Propaganda. He's from Canada. Yeah, he also got on the wrong side of Taylor Hudak. He's also canceled. Yeah. What about Jonathan Martin, with only third-party professors in the nation? Jonathan Martin, also canceled. Lynette McLean, Colorado, one of the few professors of the Progressive Party's Organizers Fund, also canceled. What about the bad history of being a socialist alternative? Yeah, I got that on video, bro. You know what I mean? Yo, come on, Nick, you got nothing on this. Yo, Door, you can't touch me, man. Your shit is shabby. You got 1 million subscribers, I don't care. They're all white, they're all middle class, and they're old as shit. You know what I mean? Take that money, baby. Yo, I'm gonna build my shit from the hood. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck about you. I'm built to fucking take on gentrifiers like you. Anyways. What about gentrification right now? I'm telling you right now that some people get help and some people don't. And one of the groups that really doesn't get support is those in public housing. Unfortunately, there's a lot of middle class people out here that just don't see that struggle as their own, and I get that. But I'm gonna ask you middle class folks, right? You see us right here. Actually, just so you know, this is actually a homeless encampment event, because when the people come out of public housing down the street from y'all, it's not just Stuyvesant houses, it's not just Marcy projects, it's not just Roosevelt houses and East Roosevelt houses. It is actually, these people are gonna end up in the streets. Have you seen Seattle? Okay? And they're gonna be wandering around, getting all kinds of hilarious hijinks, yeah? You're ready to be part of those hijinks? Or would you like to be responsible? Now, right now, Julia Salazar, they're actually thinking about revoking her membership from DSA. That's how serious this crap is. They had an emergency meeting last night. Julia Salazar needs your votes to play the game. I smell that new car smell. I don't know if we're gonna have allies here, but I'm telling you right now, if public housing is gone, where do you think these people are gonna end up? Yo, in the streets we have a saying, right? Yeah? Yo, welcome to our house. This is our house. And as long as you take care of us, right, we won't end up in your house. You know what I mean? Yeah, you've seen that in the shows, right? Yeah, look, I'm not trying to say we are like that, but there's some reality to that. So anyways, we here. Julia Salazar, please remember the name. It is actually quite upsetting and sad. You have DSA cats showing up? DSA. Yeah? We are here protesting Julia Salazar. Yo, some dudes just rolled up, yo. What up? That's why I'm happy I can live stream now. It took me a long time to get the good to live stream, but it's a little safer. Not that much safer, but it's a little safer, yeah? Fuck it. Yo, I almost got jumped last night. Stop Asian hate, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm telling you. We lined up for this shit. Anyways, whatever. Yo, it's almost time. What time? 8:30.
Yeah.
We're almost done. I hope you guys enjoy the show. We have one watch and 3 likes. Yeah, I'm ready to sleep, man. Yo. Another, yo, forced to vote reunion, motherfuckers. Julie, what's up, baby? I'm tired. Can you please come out? Julie, I'm tired. I want to go home. Yeah? Come out so we can talk about this night thing. We are trying to talk about this nacho business. This is serious. Oh, maybe I should just do a rap show. What do you think? I'm playing some hardcore rap and you start fucking going freestyle. I'm gonna drop that bomb 30 times. What the fuck? Alright, don't worry, I don't do it. I did it.